What's up, everybody? Look, real quick before we get started, we talk over each other. And I just hung up on Robert. He's done for the night. We talk over each other a lot on this episode, and I think we're just all excited from coming back from TFCON. So bear with the excitement and enjoy the show.
What about that Galaxy Meteor?
All right.
Did you hang up on me?
Yes.
Who hung up on me?
I did.
Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks. And of course, Matt's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shatteredcast.
A to B.
Shatteredcast Uncut. Is that you? Shatteredcast.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shatteredcast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Shatteredcast Uncut. We are episode 195. We are 5 away from 200 years old. All right, America. I just got back from TFCON. Man, my arms are tired.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
That's the route we decided to start the show.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good one, fellas. All right. And today we have everybody here and plus one. And I'm not going to tell you the plus one is till later.
We poached him.
Yeah. Yes, it's Lenny.
It's Lenny. We got the British Lenny. Anyway, so let's say hi, everybody. Robert D. How you doing, fella?
I'm good. How are you, Matthew?
I'm all right. I'm living life. All right.
I don't know where we're gonna get started talking about TFCon, but there's so much to talk about. So many good experiences.
We'll save for discussion. We'll do it for discussion.
Yeah. Oh, look who's talking there. Let's say hey, Bobby B. How you doing, man?
Very well, Matthew, and yourself?
I'm great, man. Thank you.
Good.
And we got who else we got here? We got T2RX6, Justin, my pal, my buddy.
Yellow. I am here.
Good. Awesome. Love your family. You're awesome.
Isn't his baby cute?
Yeah.
Ryan.
Are you talking about Ryan the Devourer?
Yes.
Chipmunk.
Do not try to offend him. He'll probably eat you. He's kind of like Galactus. If he thinks things need to be reset, you're done.
He's like the scaled down knockoff version of Galactus.
Like a Venus flytrap,
Except he doesn't
man.
wear the hat. He'll take that right off his head.
I love that he eats everything.
Everything.
He's 9 months old?
He's 11 months old.
Okay, but I mean,
right.
they're like, I see so many like mothers and with the babies, and they're like, ooh, they're 11 months. They can only eat peas and carrots, stage 1.5.
Yeah, whatever. He's on everything.
Give the kids some fucking food.
Tofu, jalapenos.
Oh my God.
Justin and Marilyn Phil as my witness. I threw a piece of Caesar-drenched lettuce at him. I was afraid to put my fingers close.
You know what, though? The problem was you put Caesar on it. He'll still eat it without, too. So you just made it extra tasty.
And he picked that shit right up and threw it in those jaws. I'm talking about. It didn't have a chance. It didn't have a chance. I'd have to pay my kids like their college tuition for them to eat a piece of lettuce.
So Justin has the Sarlacc.
Pretty much.
He'll eat everything but hot.
Speaking of that, Eric Marcy, man, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Actually, I have something depressing. I feel like I should say something. I don't know if anybody knows a guy named Jim Jensen. He's active in a lot of the groups. I don't know if he listens to the podcast. I just interact with him through the groups and chatting and whatnot. But his little grandson is very young and had cancer for the last 4 years.
Jesus.
And he passed today. So if anybody does know Jim and you didn't see it in your feed,
is he like Jim Kelly or something? Like Jim Kelly the Dragon or something? I don't know. But I feel like that name sounds very familiar to me, but God.
Jim Jensen, he's just a guy in the groups. He's really active in the cafe. Yeah, he's always posting updates and whatnot, and he's tried to be supportive, but I saw today.
May our hearts go out to you.
Yeah, sorry about
this week hadn't been bad enough. So who's ready for a fun show?
Right.
All right, and we have a special guest here.
Poach life.
Yeah. Well, I guess we got one taken from us, so we're going to take one from them. From Joey Detox, we have
our newest member.
You know, I just, before we get onto this, I just want to throw out there, I look forward to seeing some people get a little bit pissed off that we have yet another guest. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
how is everyone?
There he is.
I don't think we defined who he is.
Does anybody know Cody?
It's Cody.
Does anyone know me? Nobody? I'm just stuck in Bobby's basement.
Dios.
I'm all alone.
I've had an interesting time with Cody. It's been good.
That means he wished you weren't there.
That's not. I've had a good time. We've had a good time. My daughter, my middle daughter, has the biggest crush on him in the world. Constantly wants to find him. Where's he at? When's he going to be back? Where did he go? Why isn't he here?
She's gonna be so upset next week.
Oh my God, she's gonna be a train wreck. I feel bad for her. My heart's kind of breaking for her because I know that day is coming, and she just doesn't have any awareness of it.
Just pretend it never happened. Be like, who?
Give her a different type of complex.
Cody was simply a figment of your imagination. There was never a Cody here.
Oh, the Japanese guy.
Yeah. My kids think he speaks Spanish, and Chris's kids think he speaks Japanese.
And I'm the king.
And my kids think he's the king of England. It was funny. I guess I said something quick, he's from England, and Jana was like, he's the king of England. and Cody's like, that's right, Wednesdays and Fridays. And then later on, we were talking. I was like, look, I was telling him where you could sleep, and I was like, the problem is my kids get up early, so they're gonna be, yelling and screaming and carrying on. He was like, that's all right. I'll just come down and be like, hey, now, the king needs his rest. I took Cody through West Baltimore yesterday.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Is that where I'm going?
No, man.
That's where we're gonna leave you.
Whip your skinny little ass and take your spot.
No, man, we're gonna take the highway to downtown for you, buddy.
Okay.
But yeah,
is that a euphemism?
No, not. That's a giant speak. That is. And yeah, that's about it.
And he's gonna go through the back door.
All right. Well, I have two questions for you, Bobby.
Okay.
What you got?
Has he made you mushy peas yet?
No, I don't eat peas.
How about spotted dick? Have you had any spotted dick?
We've talked about spotted dick a fair bit.
Did you have a bang? Did you eat banger in the mouth?
He's not doing much cooking. Who is opening something?
I think Matt's eating bacon chips.
I'm not making chips. Man, fuck you. I ain't doing nothing.
Crisps.
But we have been feeding him and making sure that he's all right. Except we had pizza Sunday night, so we stopped and got him Popeyes.
What?
Good, man.
Chicken from Popeyes.
What did he call the Popeyes?
That chicken from Popeyes.
Just what was it? Chicken and what do you call French fries?
Chips.
Oh, chips, yeah.
Yeah, chicken and chips.
Biscuits, cookies,
scones. Chicken chips and a scone.
You said Popeyes. I thought you said pot pies.
No. He got a scone. He got Popeyes has those famous scones.
Popeyes famous scones.
$5.
The savory ones.
The savory scones.
Why would I eat dirty rice? That's
I thought seriously that you got like $40 worth of pizza and then got him two Banquet, like 99-cent beef Popeyes.
How quickly did you get raging diarrhea from that Popeyes?
It's been good so far.
Pretty good. I didn't get diarrhea from Popeyes.
It's just from Popeyes.
Yeah. It's been a good time. I'm taking him to DC tomorrow, and then Friday we got to do a lot of Skullfest prep and stuff like that. So it'll be a little low key Friday, but we're going out Friday night. So
I'll be there Friday, bitches.
Yeah, you will.
Do you guys have fried chicken in England?
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? What is that chicken place you have, Cody? You say was it Cheeky Chicken?
Well, oh, Nando's.
No, not Nando's. Nando's is have a cheeky Nando's, but that other chicken that you said is like Chick-fil-A. It's quite good. It's a good one.
I don't
know.
No.
That's a good one.
No, we have KFC.
Yeah, not that. It's like an English place. You said.
KFC I can't even remember now.
What do you call fried chicken in England?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Really?
Yes.
Like crispy clucks or something?
My wife made chicken milanesa, which is like basically fried chicken, and we're driving back. Cody said, "What is this we're having?" And I said, "It's chicken milanesa." He said, "What's that about?" And I was like, and then like I was like, "Oh, he doesn't know." I was like, it's like a chicken, and it's like blended in all these cheeses and marinated for a few days. You're gonna love it. And like he just looked at me like, why do you think I would eat this? And I was like, I'm kidding, man. It's like fried chicken. And then I was like, but it's got some herbs and spices in it. Like it's got some garlic in it. And he was like, how much? And all this shit. Like he asked my wife if the garlic falls off the chicken while you're cooking it, or if it stays on the chicken. Like, dude, that dude is wild.
No. Laura probably took it in stride because she's got to deal with you. She's probably like answered all his questions patiently, reassuringly.
Make sure it don't touch. No food touches ever.
Bobby got the only piece shaped like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yo, at the Skullface dinner on that Thursday,
crab dip Mac.
Oh, Matt, I gotta bring that up. We talk about the Skullface dinner? Or no, we can wait.
Good, man.
Yeah, we can talk about the Skullface dinner if you want. Well, it was a Shattered Cast dinner, really. But
Shattered Cast dinner, yes.
Well, let's first get what we got, because I'm sure it's gonna be long for some people. So let's do that, then we'll talk about that. All right. I'm hosting. We'll go first.
I think more people care about what we got than they do about the
Hey, Greg, what'd you get this week, man?
Nothing.
Yeah, you did. You got some
make toys. Buy me.
You got to make toy Starscream. I know that from Bedbugs and JC.
Snitching ass bitches.
Oh no.
No, I got a Make Toy Starscream, and I got a chicken Caesar salad because Justin C. Felt he needed to take Kit and I out to dinner.
That's nice.
He came through town, so that was an unexpected. Well, I knew we were going out, but I didn't know he wanted to pay, so that's always nice. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and I got 3 Death Troopers for super cheap. Black Series Death Troopers for sub $20.
That's not bad.
So now I have an army.
Awesome. All right.
Awesome.
T2RX6. What'd you get, buddy?
I got a ton of stuff, but most of it's not actually mine. So I won't go ahead and go over all the stuff that I got that's not really mine. But from TFCON, I got, what did I get? I got a TFC. Well, I got my rock box. Rock box was awesome, full of fun things that made you laugh, and they'll be useful. I'm sure they'll appear in my videos. I got a TFC Raging Bull, the Laster from Road Caesar. I don't know. I think his robot was pretty aces. I don't like the fact that I had to do build your own car when I got it out of the box, but the rest of it's been pretty good. Yeah, I don't like that.
All right, Robert, we get it.
I mean, I feel like if I'm gonna have to build this car, you can at least knock a couple more bucks off the price. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. $90.
Yeah, should have been like $85. You know, $5 for my own labor. Let's see.
You're worth more than that.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
that's so kind. I got these tapes that I never knew existed. They're called Robot
Knockoffs?
Heroes. No, but they're supposedly they're a knockoff company, but this is like their first legitimate product. And they made these Slugfest and Overkill, and I figured since I refused to buy the KFC ones, those would do, and they're pretty cool. I like them quite a bit.
I was under the impression they were knockoff KFC. I'm glad I'm wrong.
They are definitely not. Yeah, Robert insisted that too, and it's not. And
Greg told me.
Doesn't make you right, Robert. Anyway, the final thing I ended up getting was the Make Toys Howling Meteor, which is beautiful, but I'm selling it. I'm not probably selling it. I am selling it. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say you better not be probably selling.
Ooh, you got a deep voice in that one too. Like, you better not sell it.
I know this shit went to a fucking Guy Ritchie film real quick.
Hey.
Listen here, mate.
Is that it? Okay, moving on. We'll go to, let's see what Robert D got.
Justin can help me out here because he has most of the stuff I got. I got. You want to tell him what I got?
Because it's all upstairs. So sorry.
Like it's in the trash.
It's in the trash.
I got Make Toys fucking Thunder Menace. Fuck it is. I didn't want to get it, but
Thunder Jeebus.
I wanted it, and I just don't want to buy Make Toys anymore. It was very torn. You know, nothing's right. I'm torn, and I'm all out of faith at this point. You know, but I caved. I got it, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the last Make Toys product I get. I feel like a real fucking asshole for getting it.
Why don't you want to buy Make Toys?
What?
Why don't you want to buy Make Toys?
I don't want to, patronize the company. I don't want to give them any business. I don't like the tactics they employed. I don't like what they did with retailers. I don't know how much is out there, so I don't want to say
every third-party company does.
That's true. You're right. So we only got some light shed on that. So maybe I'm not being fair. True to myself, but maybe not to the truth itself. What else did I get? Fuck, I don't even fucking know. Because I got stuff for Bobby, so I'm not sure if I got it for myself.
I got you something too, man.
Bobby, Matthew. He got a little revenge on me, and he got me a Sonicron. And thank you.
That is an amazing piece of shit he got you.
It's a beautiful piece.
It's not as much of a good joke though, because Robert doesn't have to review it.
Yeah, but I got him. I was trying to find the most god awful thing to buy, and I just walked by that, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he's getting that."
I think I'm gonna leave it in alt mode because that looks like my wife. She's a singer and everything. She likes to write music and stuff, so I might leave it around. And tell her I got her like a handheld. Because it looks just like it. She's like, this doesn't fucking work. And then have pieces fall off it. What else? I got Beast Wars. What do you call it? The Jesus Christ, the Red Dragon. Yeah, Beast War. It's Metal. Transmetal 2 Megatron. Man, I'm tired. What can I say? And I got a couple other Beast Wars figures for Scarlet. And I know I got some. Yeah, that's at your house. The White Optimus Prime line.
Yeah, you got the Leo Prime sitting here.
Yeah, Leo Prime. And shout out to Laura for saving that. She said everybody said it wasn't mine, and she insisted it was mine. And I appreciate that very much. Good looking out.
Let's give it up for her, man.
Yeah, she's a pretty incredible lady.
I got an ROC shot glass. I actually got 2 of them. And what else? I pre-ordered a fucking Detox t-shirt. Don't have it though. Just handed out $30. I pre-ordered a fucking rock box. Don't have it because they didn't have my size. So I got a $150 skull face blanket for $190. Not true. Bobby was in the Reds.
No,
right. Look, nervous. It's like hey, hold on. You get your rebuttal. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon. Dude is nervous. All right, and he was like, "Laura, we gotta try some shady shit, or we're not getting him. I'm not getting a black mask. He was wearing a red mask." So then he was like, "All right, how much?" I was like, "Bobby, I want one of those blankets, like an Optimus Prime woven blanket, and it's fucking nice, very nice blanket." And 150, hand 150 over. Come back an hour later, Bobby's like, "You only gave us 100, 110." I was like, "Okay, here you go."
So the real story to that is I didn't want Robert to get anything anyway because I felt like he was getting it because he was trying to help me out, and that's not why I want to move things.
I wanted a blanket, man.
I know, I hear you. And so it happened with him and Laura, and then when he went to the third party panel, Laura was like, Robert only gave us $110, and I was like, he probably just wasn't paying any kind of attention and just was throwing it about. So then Laura was like, "What do I?" She was like, "Let's just take it. Like let's just let it go." And I was like, "No, we're not gonna let it go." I was like, "We're gonna talk to him about it." She's like, "No, because I'm gonna feel weird. I don't want him to think that we're trying to try anything." And I was like, "No, I wouldn't do that." So then he came back and I brought it up, and then he was like, "Are you sure?" And he went through all this, and he's like, "I don't know, because I'm pretty sure I gave you $150 and all this shit." And then my wife is like nudging me at the side, like, "Just let it go, just let it go."
Awkward.
Oh, it was man. I want to talk about TFCON so bad, but we can wait. Okay, but yeah, I got the blanket. I got Optimus print blanket. That's really cool. I got a 5% pin, which I love, and
5%ers.
5%ers. I fucking love it. There's a lot of stuff I did. I got a Zeta Toys Blackout. I know there's more. I'll just jump in later and
money bags.
Say whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. So yeah, just move it along. I'll just jump in later.
Oh, you got the Iron Factory. You got the Iron Factory Sunstorm.
Thank you. Yeah, they had like the Iron Factory Sunstorm. The Legends is it's a Build-A-Figure, with the other Seekers and the Coneheads. You get the Sunstorm, but then there's a TFCON exclusive one in a box. It's like TF Source, whatever, for exclusive only, whatever it is, 200, 300 made. 200. I'm like, is it the same thing?
They'll pop up somewhere.
Because I'm thinking, it's a souvenir. That's what I'm figuring. It's a souvenir piece. That, and also I got the TFCON, the Courageous, the White Dirty One. I got that, and I was like, for a half a fucking fart, I was tempted to get that Tarn, and I was like, no, I don't know.
I didn't see the white TA dress in your bag. Just saying.
Okay.
It's gone.
Alrighty. But yeah, that Tarn, man. Anyway, and I think that's it.
Oh, nice. Great haul, man.
I got from Willie Fong, entered into the art contest, and he gave us the prints of. He drew a really cool picture of Interrupticus.
Oh, that's right. I feel like a dick that I didn't point that one out.
And it has us standing on his shoulder, and it has a wizard cat standing, flying above it, and that's a really cool picture. And I think that's it.
Awesome.
I have a copy of the image, Justin, if you want to put it in the slideshow.
Sure, why not?
Just throwing it out there.
Mr. Skullface, what'd you get, fella?
I got a Toy Detox T-shirt. I got a rock box with rock shot glass. That rock box was really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of cool stuff in there. Like this little screwdriver set, the little tool, the Ace Milo tool, the little
those cards you drew.
I did contribute a card to the and still purchased the rock box. I'll have you know. But yeah.
Shout out to Oscar. He did too, and Cody.
Oscar, William, Cody, and William, and yep. There's lots of people. The Snarlex and
JD drew one too.
JD did, dude. I got this fucking art piece from JD that almost fucking made me cry. Like no bullshit. Like it was very touching. And then
is that bad?
Was it a picture of your tub?
Yeah, it was a picture of my tub. He used a lot of different style brushes, Photoshop brushes. There was
He put a second coat on it.
He put a second coat on it. There was I got the William Fong Interrupticus. I got I hate I fucking forget, but I got
we got a couple of special things. Love it.
I got a Galvatron. Oh, that.
Robert's an idiot. I got a ton of grief from Robert. I'll save it for the TFCON thing. I'm going to start making notes in the discussion piece so we don't forget. Yeah, I got another shirt from Mike Kincaid.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah. I feel like I got another shirt as well. Tyler dropped off these PG County shirts like that he got. That was funny.
You did get another shirt and another bit of art.
Yep. I got another shirt from Cody of a skull piece of art that he did. I also got a Caesar piece of art from Cody that is framed in my office.
Caesar salad.
Was it a salad?
It was a Caesar salad. Cody,
a roast.
Did you put this Caesar piece on my bookcase?
No.
Cause the problem is he had it framed and everything. It looks very nice, and it's in a great place now in my office. So my wife must have did it, but
is it a salad, a gorilla, or a transformer?
It's a chimp.
Or a historical leader.
But anyway, yeah, we're historically. It's in here. It's in my office. It looks great. I know I got a lot of like odds and ends and gifts from people and stuff. But I just can't remember all of it.
I can remember too.
I got a tablet, but he gave me his old tablet that he didn't want anymore.
Some old pants.
It's got nothing. It's got just one drawing app on it, and then a whole bunch of places to buy small pants apps. But yeah, I got a lot of like little stuff like that, little like knick-knack stuff, and like this little cardboard skull face cube figurine that's pretty cool, and just stuff like that. It was pretty awesome.
Got some crisps.
Oh yeah, Cody gave me some crisps, and some biscuits and some scones, and this fucking thing that he says isn't an English muffin. It just looks like half an English muffin. They're fucking robbing those people over in England. They just cut the English muffin in half and sell just that.
A crumpet.
Yeah.
You got a crumpet.
Yeah, I got one of them.
You have tea and crumpets.
You got tea as well.
Yeah, I got tea. He gave my wife some tea, so to speak, and then good stuff.
No, you're not done.
No, I am done.
No, you're not.
Yeah, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to keep it. Robert got me some fucking toys I don't want.
Look at that, Matt. You hear? That's why Matt acts like that, because you're leading by example, and that's why he brought the meat. That's why he looked at the crab dip. He said that's okay.
I love the crab dip, man. Fuck you.
What'd you get?
So like I don't normally like to talk about this type of shit until after I reviewed it, because it's the only way I can keep it organized. But Robert got me the open and play Galvatron.
I can see it.
Cody can see it from where he is.
The leg's falling off.
Isn't that dope?
And the open and play Galvatron, it didn't come in a box, and it doesn't have any hip skirts on the side. So we were calling. It's like they're gonna change their name to just Play. It's just Play now. You don't even have
they just handed him out in a fucking plastic like vegetable bag.
It's a little crisper.
What else did you get, Bobby?
And Toy World Springer. So there's that.
All right. Well, that's awesome haul, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody, what'd you get, man?
I got Bagcube Huff, X-Transbots Klaatu. Both of the Make Toys Starscreams.
Starscreams.
Echo.
I keep repeating shit he says too, and he said to me, he's like, "Is there an Echo in America?"
Yo, the best shit is Cody and Matt in the same room trying to have a conversation with each other. It's the funniest shit. They can't understand each other.
What was it he said?
I don't even know. I can't understand him.
You understand me. Shut up.
What was that?
No, Robert understands me. He just it's my southern drawl, sometimes, and it kind of interferes with when I'm talking sometimes. So.
Cody's like, I didn't understand what you said.
Okay. That was the joke that he missed.
I can't. What else did I get? Some Star Wars figures. Chris got me some. Brink got me some. Some tiny little figures that JD picked me up. Little Constructs He-Man, Skeletor as well. Alien.
You know, I feel like you were wearing baggy pants out of spite.
Who?
You wore baggy shorts. You wore baggy pants.
Well, I always wear baggy shorts. I don't wear like tighty whities like someone.
Yeah, I heard about this.
And I didn't. I always wear in trousers or pants.
Trousers. Sorry.
What else did I get? I can't remember. Loads of things. If I think of it, it comes up. Pretty much the same shit as everyone else.
All right. Well, it's my turn, I guess. Before the
what'd you get, Matt?
Thank you, appreciate it. Before TFCON, that Wednesday Thursday I flew out. Wednesday I got in a little drop, I guess, a little drip. I got the Huffer, the Backcube Huffer, the X-Transbots Cosmos. I got the Zeta Toys Blackout. And
I got that.
Yeah, and I got the Part A of Omega. And at TFCon, I picked up all 3 Starscreams. Galaxy Meteor, Howling Meteor, and I got the clear one of Planet X. And I picked one up for Palsy that Justin actually has right now. And he'll bring this. I also picked up Top Returns Overlord. Thank you to Chris Pinkerton. I got a Slugslinger. I got these 2 Iron Factory, the Drift, and the other one, little 2-pack. I was with Robert and everything. And Robert,
Deadlock.
Deadlock. And Robert kindly got me that Iron Factory Sunstorm also. And I picked up the Skiffity Skip.
Skiffity Skip, Bobbity Boo.
From Bobby B. I had him sign it. It's really nice. I like
How much
that.
did you pay?
$95.99.
$120?
Something like that. The Lord came up to me and said, I think he only gave me $10. No, I paid Bobby. And I got a Starscream. It's I won't say it's a PVC. It's some Takara one, and you can't transform it. He's got the coordination kit and everything. And that's it. I didn't go too wild this year.
I remember 3 other things that Bobby got to look at that I got.
Oh wait! I got the Rock Box, which is really awesome. I got a print from the Toy Detox and had them all sign it, which is cool. I didn't get my thing from William Fong, but he did give me a little Starscream.
I have it for you.
Okay, cool. He gave me a little Starscream McDonald's toy and these 2 little he took the heads off of an MP Starscream and put them on keychains, but they look like they're prototypes. Really cool. I'll keep them forever. I bought
little balls, like little Starscream testicles.
Pretty much, yeah. I got a shirt from Mike Kincaid. I got the Starscream Energon one, which I like, and I got the Shatteredcast shirt, and I got a shirt from Energon Addict. He gave me a shirt also.
I got that as well.
It's really nice. It feels really good. I can't wait to wear that. And that will be it. I think that's all I got.
Cody,
I got
what free
stuff too?
What free things? Cody,
I got
free things that you get?
A Sonic Wizard.
Yes.
I
got one of those too. Sorry, I got a Sonic Wizard as well.
Yeah, I got
Wizard Cat.
Yeah. Whoosh. And the 2 exclusives, the MMC reformatted ones, Tarn and Rodimus.
Somebody taking a shit?
Which Tarn did you get? Did you get the one that glows in the dark, or did you get the Autobot one?
That
one doesn't exist.
Which one, though? Glow in the dark?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was. I think that was a hoax.
Oh, fuck them. That's the one.
It was just like McDonald's Tarn. That's all that it is.
It's Ronald McDonald Tarn. But I think that's it. I think we should. If y'all want to, what do y'all want to talk about the TFCON right now, or y'all want to talk about the showroom picks? What do y'all want to do? It's your show.
You're the host. You decide.
I don't. I mean, whatever Robert wants to do, I'm sure he's going to interrupt us. And
let's go for the pictures, and then let's talk about the show and the discussion. Whatever is left to talk about.
Actually, before we jump to that, I wanted to add this. I thought I added it earlier. It's movie news, so Matt should be into it.
I'm gonna go take a leak.
Okay.
All right.
I'm listening.
I'm not even going to put a note for it. And I'm not even going to correct the color corrected itself. All right. This is the queerest interview to read, and I mean that like strange, not like some sort of a slur, because I know someone's out there.
Oh, they're already topping already.
Yeah. It's apparently there was an interview with Senior Director of Consumer Products, Catherine Buckland. She was answering some questions at the Brand Licensing Expo Europe, which I guess is going on right now. And like I put a link there, but like these answers to these questions are like, and I take this to be an actual like face-to-face interview, and this sounds like the kind of random shit a telemarketer says when you tell them you're interested. Like, maybe it's not just me, because there's tons of people in the comments section, but this just seems really fucking weird, and I just thought it was worth mentioning. It's regarding the future of the movies, but like some of these answers don't even answer the questions that were asked. Like, it's just really
I don't understand the question.
No, like the one about this is definitely a sick here. Do sick Hasbro ever find themselves at a cross? Well, I guess do or does. I guess either one could work for Hasbro. Ever find themselves at a crossroads with brands such as Transformers? How do you ensure you are catering for all aspects of your fan base that spans such a wide range? So that question, like in context, obviously, they were saying, how do you make sure there's something in the movies for fans of all ranges, right? I mean, is that what you would take that to mean? Like fans of G1, fans of Armada, like all different types of fans?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so then she's like...
Ceiling fans.
So her answer was, legendary fashion house Moschino featured Transformers in a collection available globally now. Inspired by the original Transformers look from the 1980s, the line is kept up to date with a vibrant, gender-neutral palette, action-packed graphics, and stylish silhouettes across men's, women's, and kids' apparel and accessories. Furthermore, we found out that popular stationery manufacturing company Blue Sky will be developing products based on Bumblebee movie in Q4 2018. The stationery and gift products will be retro style. The rest of the interview... Oh, okay. Never mind. That's not part of the answer. I just feel like that was like super weird. Like, they were just like, you say these 5 things if it sounds right. Kind of like when a telemarketer's like, can I have your bank account number? And you say no, and they're like, I'm sorry, you're not happy with the color of our product. Can I please have the bank account number? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just really weird.
It does seem
strange.
Maybe she was a sex robot.
Well, I think they would have noticed a sex robot entering the event, but it's Europe, so that's Cody's territory. Cody, would you have noticed a sex robot?
Oh no.
Oh no.
We're all sex robots.
I don't do that.
We're all sex robots.
Well, I was gonna say you don't have a profile picture on Skype, so you might be a sex.
That's on Bobby, not me.
All right. Well, moving on to what we saw on the floor. I guess we'll go through the pictures first. We're gonna go through the pictures, I guess. I mean, some of the stuff we've done already seen this shit. First up, we got X2 toys. Same thing we've seen, that little Optimus Prime and the Jetfire, the Time Returns Headmaster thing, whatever. And we got the G Creations. Is that the G Creations 6-shot?
Wait, am I in the right? Okay, all right.
Well, hold on. What were those little figures since you were there?
You know what's cool? Those little guys. Like when I saw it, whoever put the display up had them doing YMCA, and it was really funny.
Oh, I have no idea what these are.
So I think they're supposed to be kind of like little Diaclone type guys. They didn't really give too much information about them. They're gonna be in the slideshow that we get to. They just said that it's like these, like, to quote what they said in the panel, they're like, it's these little ultra cool superposable little robot guys. Like, okay, and
to be honest, I couldn't hear anything in the panel. There were 3 different three live streams, And every one of them, all I could hear was fans toys. Hail Hasbro or boo.
Yeah.
That was pretty much all I could hear.
Awesome. When you fans toys,
Or
it was like this unified voice.
When
When you heard everyone say fans toys, it was like one voice. It was kind of eerie. You know, it was pretty cool though.
Robert had his Hail Hasbro moment, I guess.
No, I didn't say Hasbro. Bobby, did you watch the panel? Have you seen it?
No, I have not.
I haven't watched like the quote unquote professional, like official video. I was just watching the live streams bouncing between I think Mark, Antoine, and somebody else.
I told like 20 people to go back to you at the table and tell you that there was a Fans Toys StonaCon set coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I saw your text. I think too many people came up to me like right after it happened and said it was lackluster for to have worked.
Damn it,
Bobby! Did you not go to the panel?
No, I rarely ever do.
He was in the red, man.
I went to the last one I went to was Charlotte.
Well, that's
you gotta make that money.
That's. Oh yeah, I went there last year. Okay, so yeah, that's 2 out of 4. All right. I was gonna say you've been with me every time I've gone to the panel, but yeah, that was.
You didn't go there last year.
I know.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't go.
You went last year.
I didn't go last year, and I didn't go.
Oh.
And I didn't go this year. I'm gonna see the pictures like right after they come out, and like like I am there. Like I feel guilty leaving Laura there on her own. And last year I wanted Joe and Adam to be able to, like, especially Joe because he's never been to a TFCon. I wanted him to be able to experience it.
Oh come on, man! You just didn't want to sit with the masses.
You're full of shit, Robert.
Give me a high five.
Oh yeah, give me a high five, Bobby.
How could I not sit with the masses when the fucking masses sat next to my fucking table the whole goddamn show?
Oh hey. I wasn't over there as much as I thought.
That's a fat joke, man.
I'm talking about Matt, Robert.
Both of us. It was like a double fat joke.
I wasn't there all the time, man. I was up and about.
I'm just fucking.
The cake. Oh, he said he didn't want cake.
I'm just joking. You guys were welcome. But
I didn't bother nobody. Robert's the one that bothered. He's like, Robert felt guilty, like he was gonna throw money at you for getting paid with
customers.
I picture like a bleachers on the side of the third party, like the dais and like or whatever the fuck the stage, whatever it is, and like at a music festival, and the only one sitting there is Bobby, and he's wearing like a little crown.
He and Matt were like the 2 old guys from the Muppet Show. It was.
Anyway, moving along. Let's talk about the pictures. I'm on the G Creation. I guess that's 6 shot, and they got a prowl coming up.
That prowl looks amazing.
I liked it. Yeah, I like prowl. Yeah.
I think that
they don't have no wings. I think Dust might ate his wings.
I heard that.
That's a good joke.
Yeah.
I don't know about 6 shots feet there.
Look at those.
A little bit awkward looking.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Well, it looks like there's a hinge panel that comes down a hide side, and it didn't get properly pulled down on the.
Oh, okay.
Side. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, then I see those fucking saddlebags on his knees.
Mm-hmm. He's got some pistols in there.
His hands.
Draw them.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I don't know. And I don't think did IDW Prowl have wings? I don't think he did.
I don't know.
I don't know, but Dust might ate them.
You don't know if they were ever there, but you know that Dust Mice did it.
Prowl, I think Prowl looks great.
I can't wait to see some color photos. They look good. So next we got
Dust Mice hated those wings out of existence.
We got Fans Toys, some Coot and
Fans Toys.
Man, that driver seat, whatever that thing, was so small on Springer.
Cockpit.
Cack. Coot looks really good. Can't wait for it to come out next year.
Yeah, it looks way better with the solid windshield to me.
The fucking in person, this thing looked fucking beautiful.
Yep,
I felt like
it looks good to me too.
It does.
I don't like the propeller on Springer. Something about the way it sits, but I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
That all mode looks really nice in person.
Which one, Springer, or?
Yeah, Springer.
Okay. The only thing I think about the blade on the helicopter is that the body of the helicopter is so bulky and the blade is so like really skinny. Like it doesn't look like it would work.
That's true.
Well, damn, I guess I'm gonna have to suspend my disbelief once in my lifetime for Transformers then.
Exactly.
But yeah, that cup in person, that was shockingly good to me when I saw it. I was like, damn, like I want to grab this right now.
Yeah.
I think a couple people tried to.
Yeah.
I want that shit. Yeah, I definitely want that. That's one of my.
I like Springer's face. His sculpt on Springer's good.
Figures. Okay.
Sorry, Greg.
Yeah, Matt has something to say. Greg, stand by.
Oh, that's fine.
Go fuck yourself, Bobby.
Greg was like 4 words into a sentence.
Matt's hosting. It's fun. It's moving it along to Bonsaitron.
Bonsaitron, yeah, DNA.
Everyone loves Bonsaitron.
Man, I can't wait for Robert to buy this for Bobby. Both of them.
I'm gonna have to start setting some rules with Robert D for some of this shit. Some of this shit is.
You don't buy by rules, man. Come on, man.
And I got some breaking news. Hold on.
Do you really got some breaking news, or do you want me to move on?
Yeah. So Marvel and Netflix are pulling the panel for the Punisher series from Comic Con.
Wow.
They're pulling the panel?
Yeah, like they're not going to do it. Like it's canceled. Because of the Sunday.
Shoot. That's weak.
Yeah.
That's how people win, man, by letting it affect our lives.
Does that mean he's officially a domestic terrorist?
Yeah, I don't mean affect our lives.
Nonsense.
Like, I mean like
that's just nonsense.
Change the way we do business.
I think this qualifies as terrorism at this point, if there's any question that they
definitely
pulled the panel for fucking the Punisher, because I feel.
But yeah.
That just seems weak to me. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Heart goes out to the people that
definitely
hurt.
Definitely.
A lot of people.
I donated a little bit of money to help out Tyler Tight Pants.
Snowflakes.
Shared a link. I shared it as well on my Facebook.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be too far. It's a GoFundMe. It shouldn't be too hard to find. I donated what I could to help out. So I think if you can.
Yeah, me too.
Do it, because that was pretty shitty though.
Yeah.
That was a pretty shitty day overall. But
my third cousin died too.
Are you serious or are you joking?
No, I'm serious. Moving on to Iron Factory. This Bruticus is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it looks great.
Now, is this very G1 or like? Because no, Bobby, your Bruticus print really looks a lot like this. Other people were saying it too. I'm not messing around. Several people I spoke to thought your print looks a lot like this Bruticus.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's very G1. No, not like cartoon G1. I mean, that shit was. Cartoon G1 looks like like the Bruticus is like just. It's like Puzzletron. It's like just a bunch. Yeah, it's like a bunch of squares stacked on top of one another. Like this looks more like in that Warbitron vein.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Yeah. We tried to get they had TF Source had the two Swindle and Brawl.
We saw it in the box, right?
Robert was trying to really hard to buy that thing.
Me, Matt, and who else? Somebody else was with us, and we ran to the guy at the cashier because it was in a Detox in a box, like it was retail. On day 2, the Brawl and the Swindle. And we're like, "Is that for sale?" And they're like,
no.
It was very odd that they had it there in the box and everything like that. And then one of the other things that I was questioning was it which one of the ones when you buy the Seekers gives you the part of Starscream and the Coneheads give you the Sunstorm? Is that these guys?
You get part of it. No, you get the rest of Sunstorm with the Coneheads. You get part of Sunstorm with. I believe it. Yeah. So you get the torch. I think the Coneheads are going to be a 3-pack.
So I think the thing that confused me about it though is why was the TF Source exclusive to just buy Sunstorm if if you buy the whole set, you
I think
get
it's
them
a darker.
anyway.
I think it's a darker color. I think it's a darker color for that. The Sunstorm that was there. I think that's one. I haven't mashed up my parts yet, but
I think it's more of like a dehydrated urine storm.
Like I mean, that's what I don't understand. Like, why not do like Acid Storm or any other number of things? Like, why go ahead and do another Sunstorm? You know, like,
pretty weak.
Yeah, like it's just weird that you'll make a Sunstorm, but you can go ahead and get another one as an exclusive. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me.
because there's only 200 made of this one, Justin.
But that's not true, though. There's just 200 boxes made. You know, I mean, if they really are the same color.
I don't know.
But if they're not the same color, who gives a shit? You know, I just got it as a souvenir. I don't know.
All right, that looks good. The Sunstorm, the cone heads look really good. Can't wait for them.
Bobby, are you tempted to get this Bruticus, even though it's Legends?
No.
What if it was a Menasor? Would you be tempted then?
Yes.
Rabbit hole.
Get him in the rabbit hole, Matt, one way or the other.
We'll try. I think Pinkerton's fixing to fall into that hole too, because he started getting the PVCs, and now he might jump over to the Legends. So
yes.
Up next is the Fans Hobby, the Red Dragon. We've seen this. It's exclusive. It's red.
It is.
I like the head sculpt on it. I think they did a good job with that.
Yeah.
So this isn't supposed to be Transmetal 2 Megatron?
Yeah,
no, it's the
supposed to be
BotCon.
BotCon. Before we get corrected again.
It's an homage to an homage.
Pretty much. Up next is that Titan Returns, or are these knockoffs for the Superior and
It's upgrade kits
Computron?
for Titan.
Oh, upgrade kits. Okay. Yeah, the feet. And I guess some other stuff. I don't know.
So this really confuses me too, because it's like Titan's Return isn't even like a thing right now, and it's like the upgrade kits are still coming for these figures. Like,
this is the same company, I think, that made the upgrade kits for the last two, so they're just doing them.
Oh, was it? Oh, for Bruticus and somebody else probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's the guy who's still doing weapons for Dark of the Moon.
Probably.
Oh, Dr. Wu.
Dark of the Moon. All right, well that's kudos for them, man. If you wanted this, you win. God damn, a lot of pictures of these. Next is Mech Planet. You got that Potbelly Bumblebee down there. Robert's got the Ironhide already. It looks pretty cool. I got to mess with it.
Yeah, Bobby, you reviewed it?
Yeah.
He just said, yeah.
Bobby's all about the views. He's like, tight lip, don't want to talk about it. Watch my video.
No.
Well, you say that again, dude. You talk like a Mr. T, man.
Yeah.
Watch my video.
Look, you didn't ask me what I thought about it. I don't.
What'd you think of Ironhide?
It's okay. It's not built very well. Like, the head falls apart. Like, it's a little.
What?
Like,
You broke it?
No.
I think that was my fault. I think I broke it the first time.
Matt, I did
What?
that. Bobby is supposed to take the blame, man.
Oh, well.
No, I mean,
I'll take one for Bobby this time. Bobby breaks a lot of shit, man. I'll take one for the team.
Broke the head. What else?
no, I mean nothing really else. It was just, it's okay. Like,
Hey.
I just find it. I don't think it's built very well. I just don't think it's built very well. I think it's fine, but I don't think it's the best built toy out there in that scale.
It's just very pedestrian.
I don't think it's on the level of what Iron Factory or DX9 are doing.
Oh, hell no. No, I think I'm going to get the B and then I'm out. I don't think I'm going to get the...
Please don't get that B.
yeah, why do you want that B?
Please
So bad
don't get
looking.
that B.
Like, you like his little teal collar piece he's got going on there?
He's so tubby. He's like a stinky fatty B.
Maybe he has a neckline like Robert does.
That B looks like a jawbreaker with legs.
I like that, Matt. I like that. It does look
Thank
like he has a stretched out collar on his shirt like Robert does.
Stretch it like Robert. So yeah, I got the Sound Blaster and all that stuff. I don't know, the sound waves. For $15, I'd rather I'd wait for Hasbro or Takara to come out with one, but
they're not in the same league as the DX9 though. The DX9 is way better.
Iron Factory, they're not the same materials. Anyways, so yeah, if you like the Mech Plant, Good job, that B. Up next is the X-Transbots Crack Up and the Dino. I forgot who did it. Is it
Flames Toys?
Something like that. He's small too, man.
So, Alien Attack.
Alien Attack. Okay.
KFC.
So this Crack Up, I was looking at this real close in the case, and I still don't think that this thing's actually combining. I really don't think.
Yeah, ROC was talking about that. There's not a combiner port on this. I think there's a review out for this, the prototype or whatever this is, and it does not have a combiner port.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing to me that's the case. Like, I know it's really cheap and all, but like, I don't know, a combiner figure that doesn't combine, like, this is kind of a different precedence, I guess, to be interested in that.
So what's under the head? If you flip that head forward, it's obviously on the hinge. What is that?
I suspect it's probably where it tucks away when it goes to vehicle mode.
But it's on a hinge going forward.
Right.
Like going forward, like it's fucking looking at its dick. So I don't know.
Yeah, Justin.
Looking at his dick.
No, I mean I don't know. I'm just looking at these pictures. Like,
why does he have spin out's windshield wiper?
Look, if this thing somehow separates. If this is like if Keith was like, okay, I'll see your parts forming toy world and raise you.
6.
You know, like he's like, it's going to be a parts former and the bots come apart, you know, and attach to the parts forming bits. I don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck?
Yeah, nope. I honestly wouldn't hate that. Like, I if it works, it works.
I'll tell you what, every time I saw this guy in the case, he was on his back, though.
Well, it's a test shot. I mean, it's obviously not final. It's to America for KFC.
America. Man, that Dino has a red face.
It looks like it should be in a fucking KFC commercial.
It looks like he's dragging hemorrhoids behind him.
So, yeah. And next is a whole new Titan Returns Overlord. They gave him new arms for Lieutenant Dan.
The entire toy is brand new. You just might as well go ahead and buy a third-party option.
That's actually the story with this, though. I saw it and I couldn't tell.
I kind of like the way this looks, though. Honestly,
it looks really good. But I mean, the fact that it's just a Titans Return figure underneath is just like, eh.
Yeah, that's a bummer for sure. But
no. That's a good figure, son.
But like. I mean, maybe I'm from another planet, and that's fine too. But like, this looks more alluring to me than the Fans Hobby one.
I didn't think that, but I will say that when I look at this character and I see just like how well done like everything else is, it's like, why didn't you just do the torso too?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you. I like the proportions on this better. Like the other one is like very wide, which is kind of a turn off to me.
I'm with you.
But yeah, I think this looks good. I'm not into dressing up things. You know, it's like
your Hot Toys.
Yeah. Just the Hot Toys.
You ain't into dusting no tester jets, I'll tell you that.
Hey, Cody, what do you think of all this?
Yeah, Cody, what the fuck?
This thing's stupid.
All right. Move on, man.
Call it Pizzatron.
No, this thing looks awesome, like you're saying, but just make a new figure. It's stupid.
Yeah. Up next, we got the KFC Octane, when some ball joints popping out there.
Oh, man, this thing, when I saw this in the case, I was like, oh, this is a big disappointment. Like,
the alt modes are trash, but I still like the robot mode.
I agree. The robot mode I think looks good. The alt mode, I'm like, God, I don't know. It's having seen things like that Cosmos, which is like a really large alt mode that gets to like a relatively small robot, and like just the tricks that some people have been doing with things, and then like to see like this teeny tiny itty bitty like, you know, Titans Return deluxe truck. I don't know. I don't think there's any ooh there. I mean, it's just small. It is.
Yeah, it's kind of like, look, man, what do you want? It turns into a truck and a fucking airplane. We're just gonna put the pieces in the shape, okay?
Yeah, I'm in that camp too, Bobby. Like, it's a triple changer. Like, some can be done better than others. Like, I think Springer lends itself more to
I'm saying I think that was their approach. Like, look, we're not even gonna overthink this thing. We're just gonna do the best we can. And
I don't know. I think the engineering is very unique and ingenious.
Like unique toys,
innovative. I mean, look at that truck mode. Look at it where they decided to hide those wings. I mean, come on, that is novel.
Well, that's at G1, man. Where else are you gonna put them?
Well, they put things in there. I think that because the unique toys was a solid. Yeah, it was a solid thing, and people complained. And then they gave this one a hitch swivel in truck mode because people were like, "Oh, I think you should have a hitch swivel for the other one," and they gave this one, but they sacrificed another aesthetic. I mean, I don't know. I don't like the way this looks anymore.
Man.
I don't like the way the alt modes look. I kind of like the bot mode, but
look at those shoulders, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'll have to go in on this on the robot mode alone, because, like, I mean, the robot mode looks fine, but you know, it just the alt modes do disappoint me. I expected them to be a little bit bigger than that.
You know what else you go along with?
I said KFC, but I meant Fans Toys. Is this Fans Toys announced one?
Fans Toys?
No,
not Octane yet. They still got to have that damn Blitzwing out. Speaking of standing by themselves, MMC has got some new stuff. Got that little, which you already seen these, but he got a little clip jumper coming up.
Yeah, that fucking just that Rumble and Frenzy in person. That is exactly what I want.
That's exactly what I don't want.
That long.
What? So my problem is the black piece. And let me phrase this better. I understand why it's there, but I don't like it. The black piece between like the lower like abdomen area and the chest, like it needs to be like half length or something like that for me really to get behind it.
That's G1 accurate,
right? And that, I don't think that is. I think they're better human proportioned.
I don't know, man.
I understand why it's there because they want to go ahead and make it, so you can do that ab crunch. I'm sorry, what, Robert?
Man.
Okay, so you're talking about the under the chest.
Yes.
But that's like his rib cage. Like I think that shit looks pretty proportionate, man.
I
Personally,
think it elongates things way too much. It's way too elongated.
I fell in love with that. That was one of the things I was most excited seeing. Honestly, like I was like, and then like I just today because I looked at those birds today and I walked past those masterpiece tapes like for the Rumble and Frenzy and I was like, man, these can't get out of here soon enough.
Did you like the birds?
I did.
Yes.
I'm probably not going to be upgrading my masterpiece ones if I'm just completely honest. So
what?
I don't like it. I like the scale of Rumble and Frenzy being human sized, and I think that they're just too big. I don't like them bigger than Bumblebee.
You're a human apologist.
Hang on, Justin. Human size is way too big.
Maybe.
Oh, and by the way, and I broke my my buzzsaw, and Justin fixed it. Thank you.
Oh shit!
He fixed it in like seconds.
Pretty much.
What's everybody think of that cliff jumper?
Is he that good with his hands, Robert?
Yes, he fixed me too.
He's got magic hands.
I think
seconds.
I think the cliff jumper looks good, but the pelvis is skinny as fuck.
Like, I think it's because they're trying to show off the ab crunch. That's why.
Dude. It looks like that pelvis looks silly. Like I'm in for this because I love the car, and I think that the bot standing straight on a shelf will be fine. But that pelvis, whoo.
I also think it'll look perfect next to Bumblebee. Like it's the perfect size. So,
yeah.
And like. So I have that. What is it? Ace Toys or whatever. I have that Bumblebee or Cliff Jumper right now.
Ace Toys.
It's pretty awful, but the big thing that's like worse about it is like how wide his torso is, and so like this one is a much needed change.
Too.
This cliff jumper to me looks like it has Baltimore Brandon's upper body and Cody's lower body.
I knew he was going to say that.
Dude,
I fucking knew he was going to say it.
That's a good dude, man. Baltimore Brandon, shout to that guy, man.
Yeah, he's very nice.
I can't wait to see him Friday.
Nice
I love him.
Yeah, he's beefy.
He's getting too big, man. Like, he's getting.
Nah, he's perfect, man. He's perfect.
You know, I couldn't keep my hands off of
He's having a hard time buying shirts that fit him, obviously.
I mean, he's got to buy some tighter shirts, man.
I know the feeling.
My man was rocking the coral shirt on Friday. I was like,
oh, that was a good. I told everybody when I was skinny, I could rock a coral shirt.
I was
but
like,
now
I
can't.
mean, I told him, I was like, man, you're too big for a coral shirt.
I look like a big thing of tuna.
Yeah, Matt looked like the whole reef.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just kidding. It was just too easy.
All right. That's all right. If I catch you, Bobby, don't worry.
If I catch.
Don't worry. We'll have some words, man. We'll have some words. I know where you sleep now, man.
That's a fact.
The Cosmos looks pretty good. I'm not gonna get this one because I have my X-Transbots one, but I love that little feature with the blaster and Bumblebee. That's so cool.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I wish X-Transbots would have done that. I like what X-Transbot did with theirs, but that's just taking a little step in above. That's cool. And he's got
the arms look a lot better than X-Transbots also.
It looks like he got stung by a bee in his elbow area, or
that little bulge, so to speak.
Yeah, so to speak, that bulge.
They took the same aesthetic of that circle, and they turned it into more of a muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not in the right place.
He's definitely a little muscle man.
Yeah, I like the design here. I do. I don't think I would switch out for this either, but I like it. I think it looks good in person. I think it looks good.
I'll tell you what though, the hip skirt type things, like I like them the least on this guy of any of them. I think the Toy World has the best hip skirts, and then this one has the worst.
I agree.
Haterade.
But I think this guy has the best arms.
They're definitely the cleanest, and he has the cleanest from the back too. Just like the rear end has none of that crap.
And his head tilts down.
I like that too.
That's cool. I like a robot that can look down.
Cleaning a Robert from the back. After seeing that toilet.
Yo, listen, Bobby had a toilet brush in that bathroom. There would be no nuggets. That's all I gotta say. You fucking have a toilet brush and a plunger.
A toilet brush wouldn't have survived that.
You left the nuggets? Ugh.
There's no toilet brush. What am I supposed to do?
Get a paper towel. Get a toilet tissue. I don't know. You're a smart guy. Work it out.
I'm not a smart guy. I looked at your tub and I was like, you don't give a fuck.
That's fair logic. That's fair logic.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We got. Is this?
So wait, hold on. You're telling me that you haven't cleaned that toilet. You're waiting for me to come back on Saturday.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
We're gonna do it together. I'm gonna treat you like Jaina.
I'll clean a toilet if you clean a tub. Oh, you know what? I'll clean your tub, Bobby. I'll show you how easy it is. I can turn it into a skid.
Clean that shit, man.
I'll wear a dress.
It'll take fire to clean that shit, man.
I like Cliff Jumper's bazooka too. I like that too. I like that accessory.
Yeah, that's cool. Next, is this MMC still?
Yeah.
Everything, and then that thing in the background is really colorful.
What is the MMC that you're referring to?
The Drift and Friends.
Drift, Wing, Deadlock, and Thunderclash.
Yeah, Drift is the one with the red and white, correct?
Yes. Drift is the one in the very front, I think.
In the middle. Yeah.
And then it's Wing behind him.
And then
Deadlock.
Darksaber.
Deadlock to the side, and then Thunderclash in the back.
I thought the comic book Drift had some red on his crest and stuff.
Thunderclash? Oh well, they look like a bunch of owls.
I know we've seen this Thunderclash before. Do we remember what it turns into? I feel like it's Cybertronian or something like that.
Yeah.
A tank,
garbage truck.
See, that's the problem. Like, I really would like a Thunderclash, but I want it to be kind of like that, like G2 Prime truck.
It turns into Tarn.
Yeah.
And we got MMC Springer, which a lot of people like this one.
Yeah, it looked good.
I do too. I don't know what to do.
It's got a wide face.
Fans' toys looks better though. I don't know. I'm torn because it's a perfection series.
The shot of its head on the torso, like something about that doesn't sit right with me on this particular one. Like
doesn't sit right with Springer either.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like so tiny for that like massive like barrel
So
chest.
tiny small.
But I think he has the best shoulders. I think his shoulders look better than Fans Toys.
Rocky shoulder. I like the cockpit. It's bigger.
Yeah, I think this looks good. It was in this pose the whole time that I saw it. I would have liked to have seen it standing up.
Yeah.
But that's good that it can stay in that pose that whole fucking time, man. I bet he was hurting. Like his back must have been hurting.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the cockpit looks like it fits an actual MP human.
Yeah, I do
pretty
too.
Cool.
Is that final colors on the chest piece?
I hope so.
Curious.
Looks like somebody painted with magic markers.
So
I think they did that just. Sorry.
Greg, are you asking for a friend?
Definitely asking for a friend. Is
the,
that
the chest piece is definitely like die cast, right?
Mm-hmm. I think that's why it was unpainted, just to fucking show that off.
Does that seem like a weird place to put
die cast?
Yeah, to put the die cast. Like, why not like in the legs or something?
The thighs. Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's got him in the feet too.
Yeah, but it's a pretty big piece of die cast on the chest. That's all.
That's true. But if it works though, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt on that. If it works,
sure.
And I don't think any of it's painted. That's the reason why.
This guy's also got the enormously small blade too.
Inner.
Yeah.
Up next is stuff we've already seen that's out.
Correct.
DJZ and Omex back there. And then we had Agabus had a little setup, which looks cool. It's like battle damaged Planet X stuff.
See, now this Triptychon it looks like to me they may have added some purple lines, some purple like paint to it, but like it's just like dry brushing, like it's just silver dry brushing, but it looks really good.
Yeah, it's well done.
That's a ballsy thing to do. You know what I mean? With like a $300 piece or whatever this thing was.
Yeah, it looks like it's been through some shit.
Yeah, it does look great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now, what do you think the chances are this is just one they had, they hand brushed it, and then they're going to wait and see what the pre-orders are like?
Possibility. They did it with that Badcube tank, whatever his name is. Pow, kapow.
I just thought he was dusty and someone gave it a quick wipe.
Quick what?
Wap.
What's a wap?
Oh, God.
Wipe. Then you got the Planet X Pluto, which I think he's purple, but these are probably not filing colors. That might be the TFCON exclusive next year. Colors. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, I'll reuse that joke later.
I don't have my notes up. Planet X Pluto, that's the Megatron, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it. This was with no paint apps. This is just plastic colors. So there's supposed to be a bunch of paint apps.
Okay. And then they had the Sentinel. It looks like he went through some battle damage too, which looks really good.
Yeah.
And then you had the Optimus as Apollo Creed. And he has a hammer. Good for him.
And that guy in the background, that white t-shirt's got a titty.
Wait, what number?
What titties are you seeing? Titties?
Hold on.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, yeah, he's got hairy arms. That might be me. Might be me. No? Okay. Yeah, he's tall. I'm short. So yeah, that was it for that one.
That was day one. Day two.
Day two.
You know what?
All right.
I didn't even go and look at anything else in the dealer room on day two. Like I was in there, but I wasn't looking at any of the display stuff.
You should have.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what you missed, and I'm glad they did this because I didn't think it was going to happen. They have Skywarp and Thundercracker for the recolor of Starscream for Howling Meteor.
Fuck out of here.
So I didn't think it was going to happen because the pre-orders were low. So we got those coming. I'm looking at day two on the first one.
Shout out to Pinkerton. I think it was Pinkerton who in the third party panel shouts out. They said this is upcoming, and they said if they get enough pre-orders.
So they look pretty good. The Thundercracker and Skywarp. I'm not gonna lie, look.
Yo, when they first showed the Make Toys in the panel room, a lot of people booed.
Yeah,
a lot of people booed.
It's interesting.
Okay, well, this is just a bunch of okay.
Yeah, I don't get these because like I get you want to turn every Starscream into 3 to 7 to 9 molds, but like these weren't even like characters. Like there wasn't a Skywalker, right? And Thundercracker was completely different design. So this is just a repaint for the sake of selling a repaint, and like and that in my book isn't. Like I can understand like if you do a G1 set, you know what I mean, or if you do an Ironhide into a Ratchet. But like this is just a repaint for a repaint. And there was a tweet that went out from TFCON, and I can't remember exactly what it said. I've got it saved on my phone, but I can't dig it up now. But the guy tweeted the picture, and he was like, look at the set of production ready repaints for a toy that was canceled last week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they haven't even put pre-orders up yet for the recolors, but they've got them ready.
Oh yeah. Well, Starscream turned into didn't he turn into Thundercracker?
No, he just had the color, and then because he said he was like, oh no, I like Thundercracker, but Thundercracker was completely. He wasn't even in Armada. He was.
Okay, yeah, he got killed when he was
Energon or something. Spoilers. Yeah, like he didn't even show up, and he was a different character. A different mold, rather, I should say altogether. So.
Correct, good sir.
Clearly, when you look at these are just all completely hand painted, and not any of it is actually cast plastic.
Crumpets.
I liked it. Backdraft.
They do look good. They look great, but the it's just I don't know. This whole drama that this is what you drop as if it's like, like as if. Like as if you didn't know that you were gonna do all this stuff, and you have all that drama about not producing the original figure. Like, come on.
Say that drama for your mama.
Like everything that happens with Make Toys is like they get like even more like lower in the book. Just weird.
I got my Starscream.
It's like look, they put out a phenomenal product.
Phenomenal.
As Bobby says, phenomenal. But it's like a beautiful woman who's a complete fucking bitch. That's like how it is to me. You know what I mean?
Oh, like every woman.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Insulting Willie Fong.
That's a beautiful man right there. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. He's a beautiful man. I'm glad to hang out with that guy.
You're checking out this hot chick, and it turns around, it's Willie Fong. You're like, fuck, you again?
Maybe, might try him out. Still a little spin.
He's a nice.
That's good. I'm glad I got to meet that guy.
He's a really nice guy.
William Fong.
He got he was
the
also.
beauty of William Fong is that he's one of those dudes that he's exactly how you imagine him to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and great voice actor too. He got to be on the panel. He was like G1 Broadside. I think even David K. Messaged him and said he did a really good job.
Broadside.
In the day 2, you got some of the stuff for Fans Hobby. You got the trailers, which look really good.
They were out there for day 1, so I don't know why they're.
Okay. Well, they look great. I can't wait to get those. And then you had the big Overlord, which look really good.
So the weird thing to me is that Coot now has clear windshield, so like you have the option for either or.
Yeah. Who picked that?
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't look good with the clear ones.
I mean, Bobby might, because it'll go with his Toy World Springer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the trash.
Overlord's got a big old side cannon.
Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about this.
I like it.
What are we talking about now?
Talking about Overlord. Or Double Evil.
Double evil.
So he's double evil. Double surprise.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Double evil.
Talk me off the ledge with this one, because I think it's beautiful looking. But if I can find a reason to just keep my MMC one and be happy with it, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the MMC one is going to do it either. That's the thing, is that like the MMC one might be, it's too perfectly IDW. But this one, I just feel like, man, I don't know. It's just like it's too
big.
It's too wide. It's just something seems. It's like the same complaint that I have with their Roadbuster. It's like.
Stuff gets in the way.
It just looks like it looks messy to me. Like it doesn't look fun. It looks like it's just too bulky and too useless.
That's
That's definitely like a prediction. Like, it might work like a champ. Who knows? But it's just like a lot of their, like even their monster bots. Like you end up having a hard time doing much with them because they just are so bulky, and they don't make any sort of kind of attempt to tuck any of that shit away.
Where are you gonna put that big ass fucking front of the ship? I think it's gonna be like side heavy. He's gonna tip over.
Like, I don't know. I think that I want his torso to be a little bit longer, and I want him to be a little bit more like, remember we talk about sometimes how you just want to like select it and drag the image and expand it.
Yep.
Like, that's what I want to do with him.
One thing that I see here that I did not notice when I was at the convention, he's got a metal pole holding him up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it could all be because he's prototyping.
It could all be
that
test
stuff,
shot. Yeah,
but
yeah.
It does maybe.
Oh, he would
the
tip
question
over.
Why he needs that?
That big ass fucking side thing.
Hey Robert, it looks like he's got a Naboo canoe on his arm.
Robert must be away or muted because that was funny.
That was pretty good, yeah.
It's only because I'm looking at it right now.
The Power Master Prime, I think in a combined mode, it looked a lot better than it looked at the last picture we saw. But
yeah, definitely.
I was a little disappointed that the truck is not MP10 size. Like, it's a little bit smaller, but I mean, it's fine. So.
Yeah, I like that. Optimus Prime looks pretty good.
Talking like Matt invited to dinner.
Matt, Robert, were you away from the thing?
Yeah.
Cody had a question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
Do you think it looks like he's got the Naboo canoe on his arm?
Ooh.
Overlord.
Let me see. Oh, that was so great at Bobby's house, and I got to hug the Naboo canoe. I was like, I'm going to grab this shit. Yeah, that looks like he's got the Naboo fucking canoe.
Naboo fucking canoe.
Bobby's buying it.
Did anybody get a picture of Robert holding the Naboo canoe?
We got it live.
Yeah, there's one somewhere.
We'll have to all
right.
So going back to the Power Baser thing, the pre-order bonus that they were so secret about, like, is just the Matrix in a little box. Which, don't get me wrong, I think Fans Hobby has like the best looking Matrix of like any Matrix I've seen thus far, based on that Hero Optimus Prime. But it's like, so the question is, will it have a place to go in Power Baser at all? And if it does, then like, wouldn't that be disappointing to get an Optimus that has a spot for the Matrix, but there's no Matrix included? Like, if you didn't pre-order it from them, like, I don't know, it's a weird pre-order exclusive to me.
Apparently that's like a proper jewel inside that Matrix.
I think he comes
like
with
a high school ring.
No. Wasn't it like it comes with one, but the special one you get to decide the color that you want, some shit like that?
I have no idea. I never got to choose mine when I pre-ordered it, so.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I think this thing looks great.
Yeah, I do too. I like the base mode. It looks pretty neat. The little feller, the little
Taiku
Power Master.
Fucking stupid.
Looks pretty cool.
Or Genrai, depending on what side.
Or Genrai, that's true.
He's Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait, that's the
Speaking
dub.
Japanese.
He's like, my name's Optimus Prime. I'm Japanese.
That's what his sound effect is.
The Omni.
Hey, we got Bobby's company up next.
Bobby Toys.
We got a bunch of cool Speed and Skiff and Stack.
Bobby.
And
I don't. What is that thing?
Oh, you know.
Speed?
Yeah.
That's Dino from the movies.
No, it's not. It's Rapido.
Oh, Rapido. Yeah.
And I will say, his legs look like shit. Like, I don't know who looked at that was like, yeah, nailed
it. It's got glue everywhere.
Is that accurate to the movie at all? I don't know. I'm not familiar with the character.
It's a European. What was it? Turbo Master.
Yeah.
Like that.
It was a BotCon exclusive, or that was one of the BotCon exclusive too.
What was his name?
BotCon exclusives.
Rapido. And so my understanding of this is that this was actually some other company came up with this design, and then Moss Toys just bought the design from them, and
Fans project.
Bobby.
Like, I look at it and I'm like, I don't understand why you would look at this design and be like, hell yeah, that's our next release. Like, it's so bad. It doesn't look good at all.
So good, though.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. This one looks a little wild.
Oh, shit. Somebody's finished some Headmasters.
You better get your drafts ready, Bobby. Submit those illustrations.
I'm hoping they hit me up for the Tetrachest, man. I feel like that would be fate.
I love that.
Oh my god. So I never saw the Rapido from the back, and like ignoring
that
all
wax
the
back
glue
there?
that's all over there. It's like, what the hell? It's like, it doesn't even have a skeleton. Like, it's just like sticks held together.
Hey, it's got a little butthole though.
And that shit looks like a fly going.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, check the G3.
Oh boy, getting chatted.
Somebody's
no, it's just a picture of what this is supposed to be, so you can see how simple
Oh
it
yeah,
looks.
please, thank you. Oh, okay. That's still isn't that a weird choice for the legs then?
That looks like Road Caesar's main bot. No, his other leg. Sorry.
Road Caesar.
But the Headmaster looks fucking awesome.
Does it?
You don't think so?
Does it, Bobby?
Which Headmaster?
We're talking about the Make Toys one?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah, it looks
highbrow?
really good.
Yeah. I can't wait for highbrow, man. I want highbrow to get some love.
Holy shit, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we also thought that Coppola and Hardhead was looking good too. But...
I love those figures.
Yeah, I do
You guys
too.
hate them.
Yeah, I love them too.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
I'm quite
Excuse
happy
me.
that I got them off of Linux. So.
I think they're kind of clunky, but that's just me.
Clunk, 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 clunk,
But
clunk,
see,
clunk.
but that's the thing. They are clunky, but I feel like they're clunky in like all the ways I expect a G1 Headmaster to be. Like, they were very clunky looking bots anyway. So I don't know. I love them.
You expect a lot, Justin.
I think Hardhead has tremendous shelf presence.
I do too.
I think Hardhead's going to have elbows, which is something that's been lacking in this line.
Bobby agreed with.
I like Joyride. Joyride's a good one.
Yeah, like that's no, point blank.
Well, Point Blank. I'm sorry, forgive me. Joyride was the blue one. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
see, I really like Point Blank, and I don't much like the two Headmasters. So I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, but that was also what, like 2 years apart.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any complaints with their Headmasters. Like Chrome Dome, I think is the weakest, but I'm still happy with him. Very happy with him.
That highbrow face sculpt looks pretty good. I like those glasses. He wears his sunglasses.
Yeah, I think
Looks good.
Got some
Yeah,
Oakleys.
He's standing there like he means business too.
He's
I
got
like
some
that.
eyebrows. He's got some fucking eyebrows.
You got some fucking eyebrows.
You see that?
His name is Highbrow.
For the record, I think it looks. I think this one looks good too. I'm not saying it doesn't, but the other one, I just kind of, I don't care much for it.
All right. Well, that was day 2.
All right.
We're going to panel picks because there really
Panel
wasn't
picks.
anything.
Panel picks. Panel
Yeah,
picks.
Panel picks.
In the last 2 years of reveals.
Do you want to go through everything, or do you just want to go through stuff that was kind of new?
Let's go through the new stuff.
I wasn't sure what was on display and what wasn't, and I didn't really have time to sort through it. So I just
Sure.
Arrestable Bastards got their new stuff, which they were there at the show, and me and Robert actually talked to the guy, and he was a good guy.
He's very nice. You know,
yeah,
I said
he
to him,
Who's Sid? The dude Sid?
he's very nice.
I think
and
so.
I was like, these look really good, but you know what's going to sell these figures. Your longevity depends on
the comic. Yeah.
On the fiction.
You draw something?
No, I started to cut you
Hold
off.
on,
but I just,
hold on,
Yeah,
Bobby.
go ahead. Go for it. No. I don't mean to cut you off. This now it makes more sense to me. The Moss Toys G2, whatever the fuck, they teased this at Charlotte or Chicago. Make Toys did. Do you remember that?
No.
As I'm going through these pictures, if you go to TFCON DC 2017 from this link 032, and then 033.
It was Fans Project, Bobby.
Okay, Fans Project. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Like they this is what they teased back then, so these are just those designs. Okay.
I said Fans Toy or Fans Project.
Why isn't Fans Project putting these up?
I don't know.
I heard they were very much not dead.
I don't know. Supposedly they're working on something. That was the rumor on the floor.
You know why they didn't put it out? Because they could look at it and be like, this is bad.
So then moving on to the Unwrestlable Bastards. Sid is a great dude. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. His table was next to mine initially, but then they moved him to like the make toys toy.
That was
dojo.
his request.
Yeah, it might have been. A little pocket, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, and Robert said that the longevity is going to be with the comics.
I said
it's going to help this.
It depends on the fiction, man.
Right.
If you've got really compelling fiction, people will eat your shit up. And he said, that's on me.
Yeah, he's a writer.
Yeah, he's a writer, yeah.
I felt so bad. He wanted to show us all the stuff and transform it. He loves it. You could tell he loves it.
Yeah, he was really passionate.
Make me love it, please.
It almost made me want to get. I mean, I may actually, support it because they did look pretty good. When I saw he had two or three of them on his table and stuff and everything. And like I said, he was really passionate, and it was really fun to talk to him.
I want to be interested in something new. I want to be.
Right.
Just sell it to me, though.
No, I want to fall in love.
Sell it to me. Make me love you. Hey, we got new Planet X Insecticons.
Wait, did we miss the Moss Toys? No, you skipped the
We've seen that. We've seen all that shit.
The Bobby planes.
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah, we've seen that. They showed that at TFCON Toronto.
All right.
Anyway, so this is new, the Insecticons, which
they look good.
What?
Looks like a buzzard with wings.
You think they look good?
They look like what they're supposed to look like.
Yeah, the video game.
You look like what you're supposed to look like.
I like Kickback. Kickback looks pretty good. He looks.
They look like shit.
I like them.
I mean, it's pretty dead on.
Are you getting them?
No, I don't do this line. But if I were to do this line, like if I were to do the War for Cybertron, Follow Cybertron stuff, I'd be all over this.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Zeta Toys didn't combine Superion. That's very disappointing. But they did show the other two, Silverbolt and Firefly, I think.
Yeah, the Silverbolt. I was happy to see that it's an actual Concorde. Like I didn't expect it not to be, but I'm glad it's confirmed.
It's clean too.
It looks like they showed all three of the other ones.
Yeah, but those wings. I'm sorry, but that Silverbolt.
Don't be sorry.
It looks like he's walking through a saloon. Like those look like some fucking shit.
What makes him look like he's walking through a saloon?
The big doors on his back.
Those double doors, those look terrible. I'm sorry. How do you get the sleek plane and then you just put two slices of bread for wings?
I'm never going to be able to look at that figure now.
Back to the Future 3 or whatever.
That don't look good. That was disappointing. I wanted to.
I have faith.
I know you do. I know you do.
Well, kind of to answer your question, Robert, the way you get that sleek plane mode is to put two giant pieces of kibble just hanging off the back of the robot. I mean, it's kind of the name of the game.
That's true.
No, I know. It's just the shape. It's just the shape of his wings in bot mode. It's like, come on.
Hey.
I feel you.
On pick 142, I actually thought that was a peener, but it's somebody's finger. Anyways.
Yeah.
They should have put a peener.
I thought
Fans
pick 136 was a peener, to be honest with you, but
136?
Red Rocket.
We done seen Fans Hobby, DNA, DX9. We've all seen that stuff. I think Make Toys actually had the best showing as far as new stuff. I
thought that was funny because they were meant to be rumored they were closing down.
Yeah.
Well, it still fit. It kind of still fits into the. It still fits in the parameters of the rumor from Canada. So,
given the drama they seem to be causing, I feel like I'm not surprised that they have the best showing. I don't know.
They showed the final Road Caesar. They showed the Doom Buggy.
Yeah.
Bobby.
I know. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up.
I'm sorry. Picture 279 or 278.
Jesus.
God damn. Hold on. Shit.
Fucking A, man.
What? I think they look good together.
You and Marty McFly.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know. I guess I'll finish this one too.
Yeah, you have to. You already started.
You know what?
Doom Buggy.
What's weird about the Road Caesar? A friend of mine pointed it out that
The KFC.
What the fuck are you talking about, Matt? Give me a goddamn second to talk. What the fuck?
Chicken.
2 fucking seconds.
Justin.
2 fucking seconds.
I fucking miss you. I can't wait to see you this
He's
weekend.
still talking. He's still talking.
My bad. Proceed.
Not doing it. Done. Fucking done.
Oh, well, just go on,
I'm
Justin.
triggering and hanging up on this podcast.
That's right. You can join Toy Detox.
Oh, they always got a spot for everybody.
Anyway, the thing that is odd to me about this toy is that on the actual pictures and in the TV show, the crotch piece is blue. And it's like bright, vibrant red that clashes with the chest piece. And this one, it's a very strange decision on their part, if you ask me.
Yeah.
What about it being a dune buggy that's twice the size of a Lamborghini?
You know what? I don't really necessarily find that to be super duper awkward because like the Lamborghinis and stuff are pretty small, so I don't know. I could see it happening.
I wouldn't know.
Justin Stewart over here is worried about colors clashing.
I know.
In his sunroom.
You should be concerned that it's
combiners.
You should be concerned that it's TFC.
I think it looks good combined.
So it's the chest of the dune buggy, so that's why it has to be red. But I don't know. I wish it was blue somehow.
His chest looks like a parrot.
Like I wish the crotch piece could just be a clip-on piece, like his friggin' chest is.
All right. Make Toys. Is Make Toys next?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're not covering Make Toys.
Hey, can we talk about this?
That turned me off because
Force.
Matt was like, Make Toys had the best showing, and then like I'm skipping forward to Make Toys, and he's talking about TFC. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm gonna pick like 400, and he's talking about 230.
I was talking. We can talk about that Rising Force Minosaur.
Yeah, y'all talk about the Rising Force Minosaur.
We've already seen
U-turn. U-turn Minosaur. Yeah. I wish that was at the show. I'm surprised there should have been more at the show. Like, Generation Toy Defensor should have been at the fucking show. That Rising Force Derpicon should have been at the show. Like the Generation Toy Ape, Gorilla should have been at the show. There was a lot lacking in terms of prototypes, I felt.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I'm at Make Toys. They started off with Stepper, which Justin thought they was going to be at the show. A lot of people did, actually. But it was just a pre-order.
Well, what was bullshit about that is that TF Source had like advertised it like the night before, and then when you walk towards their booth, there's a big sign, and then it's like, available for pre-order. I'm like, so I can go to your booth and pre-order a con exclusive, like like it was weird, like not even to have to go to the booth, you could just do it on your phone. I'm like, well, screw that, I don't even have to go talk to anyone, then that's fine with me. So it's weird, but it looks good.
Yeah, I think it looks good too. He'll go with a masterpiece, Artfire. May Toys finished, and we got Highbrow and Brainstorm coming up next for the Headmasters. Highbrow looks really good.
I think they both look good.
Yep.
I don't know, them propellers look kind of a little slumpy, but that's all right.
That's how they are.
It's what's inside that counts.
They showed Silverback. They're is that the 8-face?
Yeah, that looks good as well.
Yeah.
What? What's this?
The only thing is though, with having the KFC or whoever Snapdragon is, like, I don't know. Maybe I just stick with them just because I have one that I like, and the other one will be in the kind of similar aesthetic, So I don't know. This is weighing on my mind too, because I definitely need an ape face in my collection. So.
Well, Justin, spend my money wisely.
There's no such thing as wise decisions when it comes to third party. That's all I'm saying.
Very true.
Yeah. He's got bigger arms than the KFC one in 8 mode.
I think it still doesn't cut the mustard, but that's just.
What about cheese? So they show the Galaxy. What do they call it? Lightning and Skycrow? They call it Galaxy Skycrow?
What is
Galaxy Manus? I think we've already seen these. Have we seen Lord Despotron?
No.
Cross Dimension?
What is this?
Galvatron.
Oh yeah.
This is remaster.
It's Cybertron Galvatron.
That's what this is.
It's Cybertron Megatron because the only difference was the color.
I'm sorry, yeah, it's Cybertron Megatron. I'm sorry, you're right.
So
They're doing the prom too.
Cybertron Megatron.
I guess they are going to try to flesh out that line as much as they can.
I may actually be in on Galaxy Menace because I kind of like that Prime. I think he's cool looking. But we'll see.
He looks a lot skinnier than what the
skinnier
Cybertron one does, but yeah, I like that Megatron too. The Cybertron Megatron's a good mold.
So the big toys, they're Thunder Menace plus the Divine Suit box set. Like, is anybody kind of disappointed that God Bomber is relegated just to pieces that clip on?
I'm not going to buy it, but I am disappointed, Justin, for the people that are. I thought that was a very poor choice.
Yeah,
I was muted, by the way. I didn't realize it for the last couple minutes. I pulled a Robert D. So
I feel like I feel like Fans Hobby's going to end up making a God Bomber too, and I don't think that it'll end up being a suit of armor that just clips on with no trailer or robot mode.
Yeah, but unfortunately, if Fans Hobbies, if they make a God Bomber, it's probably going to be another $80, if not more.
It'll be worth it.
Well, yeah, it will definitely be worth it, Robert D. But, I was saying earlier, I think I like the design on this ape face more than I do the KFC.
Ape face.
I do too.
And I already said earlier that these two repaints, I was muted, and then I kind of gave up, and then I realized what my malfunction was, and then I was like, oh, I'm a dumbass, I'm Robert D. The two repaints of the Starscream, they're just completely unnecessary because they're not canon. There's no basis for them outside of like trying to sell that mold again.
There's no fiction.
They look
cool. They look cool. Exactly. I was about to say
that's about it.
I do like that they are giving the Galaxy Force stuff a college try. So hopefully the rumors were false. And I never wished harm on MMC.
Yes, you did.
But I can't even tell which annoying fucking cast member that is. I can't tell if it's Robert or Matt anymore.
It's Cody.
It's me.
You can take your annoying and go fuck it up your ass.
Cody's like
pizza.
That was me talking at full volume.
Yeah, you do. You don't like them. It's covered in tomato sauce.
Buster Skywing is new.
So what is this? Like, what's the decision? Is there precedence for Skyfire being the jet from whatever that movie is, Avatar?
V?
I mean, that's what it looks like.
Looks like V.
It just looks like a turtle.
Turtle?
That's Bobby. He knows.
What are we talking about?
I don't know what the hell this is. Buster Skywing? What the fuck is it?
I mean, it's such a mess. What are we talking about?
Doesn't Bobby make toys?
No.
I think he does. That or Fans Toys.
Hey, Bobby, who was that? Was it Darius who literally ran into the owner of Make Toys?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, dude, you just knocked over the owner of Make Toys, and then he puts on Facebook, just ran into the owner of Make Toys, and people thought he meant ran into him in the colloquial way. No, he fucking ran into him.
That had to have been awkward.
And that knockoff money flying everywhere.
Darius turned around and went, Hasbro, bitch, and kept
Dude,
represent.
There was a certain individual with a certain company, a certain higher up in a certain company. I was like, hey, Bobby's looking for you. And he was like, oh, and he fucking dropped everything and ran to look for Bobby. I was like, whoa.
What are you talking about?
Ooh.
What are you talking about? I don't know. Send it to me in a message.
Send it in the group message because I want to know it too.
I did talk to the owner of Make Toys. We had a good conversation. I didn't get any impression from him that they plan on stopping or anything like that from the conversation we had, and it was a good conversation.
Did you get a good place to buy shirts from?
No.
Drop any links or coupon codes?
Those Make Toys fellers, they
Make
were
Toys
paying their respects to Bubby. They were paying their respects to Bubby.
Yeah, what's next?
Galvatron. Look at Galvatron. Look at his feet. They look two old men faces.
It does.
I don't know what this Galvatron is from though. I don't.
Angry
It's not Cybertron.
It's reformatted.
It's cross-dimension, isn't
Or cross-dimension, yeah, excuse me.
it? Yeah.
I can't keep that shit straight.
So yeah, they're making a Galvatron. So yeah,
This is cross-dresser Galvatron. This is pre-op transitron.
Planning.
I like his name.
MMC is next.
Is his name Planning?
That does look like two pissed off old man tiki
Don't they?
cups
Tiki.
side by
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, it looks like
Who you looking at? I'm looking at you. No, you're looking at me.
they're naming him after the Riddler.
Bobby, you're better than that.
Riddler must got fucked up, Bobby.
So MNC's up next. We've seen most of stuff that
boy.
I guess it is true about the Grimlock. They did show this again, so a lot of people thought it was fake, but it is true.
Yeah,
But everybody agrees it looks bad.
I don't think it looks bad. I think
I like it.
I don't.
Alright.
I don't think I think the dinosaur mode looks good. I think the robot mode doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look enough like the comic to me. I want to look at that real quick because I feel like the chest isn't right.
He's got little used tampon hands, man.
MTE.
I hope that this isn't a sign of a new set of Dinobots, but a new set of scavengers, or a set of scavengers.
Actually,
since they like doing IDW.
Yeah,
Inspired things.
if they commit to the whole scavengers line, that's alluring to me. But actually, I mean, it doesn't look totally off, but it doesn't look totally on either. But I think it's close enough.
Well, MMC Reformatted likes to make what some people would call bad decisions. So, like, I would think they would go for I said what some people, not what I call. So I think they would do a scavengers instead of a Dinobot.
That would be good. I'll be in on that.
No, you would.
I'll let them know. I've yet to sell one. Jesus, Robert, we get it. Everything with you tonight is 5 times. If it's not fucking funny, it's not funny. Let it die.
Oh my god! And he's making that joke, and my dog just pooped on the pee pad. I can literally smell Robert's joke.
Your dog pooped on a peacock? What did you say?
A pee pad.
Pee pad.
She has a little bladder and whatever. She's a little dog.
That's what you said. Your
So we
keyboard.
don't, like-
Poop out of your bladder.
Hey, guess what else? Guess what else we're making? A reformatted
We have training
warpath.
pads, and she uses those when she has to go inside, and she can't wait to go outside.
I use those.
And it smells like your jokes tonight.
I don't
Now it's like scratch and sniff.
I don't get the warpath with the double cannon thing. Then it's when he's in robot mode, it's like the painter's going down. Like,
He looks great.
The warpath looks like trash.
Hard pass.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand the. Yeah. I don't know.
The warpath is trash.
Better
Okay.
than the bag cube.
Transformers Diva or DW.
Honestly, it's not.
Hold on, but
It's
the
not
bot
better
mode
than the bad cube, Robert, because it actually looks. The bad cube one actually looks like the proper tank. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That looks good.
Yeah, but what about the plot? Okay, ignore the alt mode. I mean, Bobby, you never fucking display him in alt mode anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the fucking robot mode. It's trash.
No, you're not. Now you're
Sure. I have, dude. When I said that, I hadn't even seen the alt mode.
Don't correct mercy here. Don't pivot.
I'm looking at the pictures of IDW's warpath right now. It doesn't look like this.
You look like this.
This is trash.
You're trash.
And he's got feet the size of Robert Big Hill.
Yo, dude, he doesn't need to step when he walks. He can just be like.
Hey, MMC.
Don't even know it.
MMC's got some Combaticons coming out too.
Combaticons?
And I don't know about these.
Why aren't they here? Why don't we see them here? What the fuck?
And is MMC doing this Superion?
No.
Well, why is this sitting in the middle of the MMC shit? You know what I mean?
Because they're trying to act like it's two different companies. I was about to say that. Like, I like how they're presenting themselves. Like, Reformatted is different than Ocular Max. They even have a different fucking introduction or Perfection series. Excuse me.
Right.
It's like it's two different fucking things. Maybe they're trying to distance the two apart because it's so polarizing. Like between the two, like how the fans are reacting to what's coming out.
That's true. I mean, what do y'all think about the Bruticus? Why do we need another Bruticus?
Well, all right. Well, chances are they didn't count on 2 other companies doing it. But
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I think that this is not going to be good. Like it's still using that fucking core bot hips, which I'm done with, and I think the robot modes, like looking at them all together, I don't like it at all.
Not to correct you, Bobby, but the word you're looking for, the phrase is antiquated system.
There you go.
That's a big word, Craig.
That's for our higher brow crowd.
I don't think this looks good at all. I mean, obviously, it's just drawings, or as some would say, drawings. But I don't think this looks good.
How could you say that?
I don't think you look good.
Do you think this looks good?
Yes, it's Perfection series, man.
Do you like how long Onslaught's torso is, and then he's got the little pants on?
Fuck yeah!
There's some nice little pants.
Fuck yeah!
It's in line with Backdraft.
Sucks balls.
I want them long and lanky.
All right. We are done with panel.
I'll also retract my last statement. That was actually the litter box, not the dog. I was confused. Robert jokes smell like all sorts of animal shit, and it's easy to get mixed up. So I don't want to shame my dog on a podcast that's going to be preserved forever.
Man, so
that's
it was actually the cat.
People love my jokes. They love my jokes at the show.
We have a We have a.
I know. It's painful, Bobby. It's painful.
It stinks.
What is this thing?
It's a movie Hot Rod.
Trash.
This was a last minute edition.
Okay.
It popped up.
All right. We don't have Repro-Labels news. We got Hasbro news. TLK Hot Rod for general release. All right.
I'm sorry.
Hot Rod.
No, I thought that Hot Rod was trash. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought we were on that one too.
I thought that Hot Rod was trash.
I think you're trash.
The other Hot Rod looks okay.
Bobby, I think you're really trash.
Yeah, so this was supposed to be a Walmart exclusive, and then all of a sudden it popped up in Target, and then it popped up. Yeah, it popped up on Amazon, and then Target, and then like somewhere else, and then I think it's even on Walmart.com and different packaging. So yeah, that shit wasn't exclusive at all.
Yeah, that's in the UK as well, on shelves.
No shit. Man, I wish I was in the UK so I can get some good stuff.
All you get is Kapow Toys over there, man.
Fuck.
So we've got.
Which apparently all they get is cease and desists.
Damn right they do.
Hey, Fire Convoy RID Optimus is reissued.
Red Coat Toys.
It's probably probably one of the better Optimus Prime toys.
Oh my
280,
God.
Jesus, that's way too much.
Interrupticus.
Robert, you gotta relax a little bit.
Relax your penis.
Relax my penis. Anyway, so getting reissued.
I'm just excited. I'm just excited to see you guys again on Saturday.
I'm excited to see. But I'm getting a little less excited with each interruption.
Hey, Bobby, you excited to see him and the back of him?
No, my toilet is not excited to see him.
No.
Bobby.
I mean, when he leaves.
Yeah, he meant when he's walking away. Like the best part of the movie was the credits.
So is anybody in for the Fire Convoy reissue?
No, I'm not in for any of this shit.
Bobby, I wasn't talking to you.
I'm not in for it, but I think
You need the good collectors.
This is one of the core. This is one of the core Transformers toys that I've owned that were official. Like, I really enjoyed the set with the Magnus and the. Oh, is this the Magnus and the Convoy or just the Convoy?
Yeah, I think it's
just a Fire Convoy. No, it's $280, so it's got to be both of them, right?
Yeah, it's got to be the Magnus. I haven't had this in a couple of years, so I can't remember. But I mean, I remember this being a pretty decent set.
My question is, will it use rubber that won't fall apart in five years?
You say rubber, like on the tires?
Yeah.
Rubber.
Yeah. That's the biggest problem with these ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that at all.
Otherwise, you could just turn around and get these for a whole like $40, $50 online. Actually, I think they're more expensive than that, but whatever.
I think
the Optimus is like $5 and the Magnus is like $97. Like it's weird. It's like a weird equivalency.
Oh shit, Bobby! We've got Star Wars, Transformers,
and Greg.
And Greg.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
No?
Yeah. You know,
Like that Darth Vader, man, with the big old chest and the flaps on the sides?
It's got a big lightsaber.
That's Moss Toys.
Is that Moss? Did you do the artwork for this, too?
Nope.
I like how he comes with all those little stormtroopers just to hang out around it.
Just chilling.
That's
I'm going to
pretty
get
cool.
this for Greg.
You should.
I am.
Greg.
Remind me. I'll get it for you.
Don't tell Greg to just.
Let's make Bobby jealous. I want to be your tall friend.
Oh, hold on. There's in the comments. There's a picture of a fucking Millennium Falcon.
What? Oh yeah, there is.
It doesn't matter how you pronounce it. It made the Kessler Run in 5 parsecs. Right?
12.
I know I was saying it wrong on purpose because he corrected my
measure distance.
Is that going to be Chewie and Han Solo again?
No, it's probably going to be Padme and I pronounced that wrong on purpose too.
Oh, it could be all the kids that
old Leia. Yeah, it'll be a 12. It'll be like
bits and pieces of kids everywhere. Just
that's not right. I apologize.
Takara told me need.
We're done with Hasbro news. Y'all want to move on to statue news?
Oh my God, we can't do it. We can't all talk at the same time. Seriously.
Yes, we can, motherfucker.
Come on.
I'm shutting this shit down, so we're moving on to statue news. We got. I think we already saw this. Yeah. Oh God, that's fucking beautiful.
What did we see, Matt? Why don't you go ahead and fucking put it out there for the listeners? Jesus Christ. Everybody wants to talk over each other, but we can't tell anybody what we're fucking looking at.
This is a Starscream statue. Okay, I don't listen to anybody. This is a Starscream statue. He's sitting on a bunch of, looks like missiles are behind him. And he's sitting in with his coordination set and everything. And I think we already looked at this last week, but it looks fucking beautiful.
Look at it again.
I wasn't sure if we looked at this because it came in, the date was different than when we recorded the show, according to the listening, so.
Oh, well, it's still good to look at, though.
Just want to make sure.
It's fucking nice.
What's that cost?
I think $1,200.
So tempted to get a few, Matt. So tempted.
And then we got the Shanghai Comic Con. We got the, that looks good, too. The Hot Rod. God dang, that thing's big. This is Rodimus holding the Matrix. Man, that's fucking beautiful.
We've seen these before, I think. I wasn't sure if they were like color images. It just said the only reason it says preview is just because that's like it's a preview of like what's coming this weekend.
Looks like
there's a sound wave with a Rat Bat and Rumble Frenzy and is Ravage on there? Yeah. I think we've seen that one too, but it looks fucking. Then they got an Optimus Prime also, and it looks beautiful too. I mean, whatever. All right, we're done with the news.
All right.
Can we talk about Bobby with the lettuce in his mouth now?
Let's answer this one question from MP Collector, and then talk about TFCON. He said because he sent this last week and we missed it. I was wondering if you guys think IKEA Detox have been good for our hobby, especially now that they have been such a big part of our collections for a number of years, and you can apply a little hindsight to the question. I only ask because I find myself judging new releases based on how they would display in a Detox, sometimes at the expense of more important factors. I'll use the example of Fans Toys Phoenix. One of the first things I thought when I saw the first teaser of the figure was, his ass better not be too tall. I'll be pissed if he can't fit in the Detox. I could go through several examples like this, and the bitch of it is that they are not even great display cases. They are a bitch to install lighting in. They seem to be dust magnets, and they are hell to move. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Have Detox been a net positive for us, or would they have been better off in the long run had IKEA never released them? I think the Detox are awesome, but I don't think they suit a Transformers collection well at all. I've never seen a Detox display that really looks great in a Detox bar. A Transformer collection looks great in bar one, and that is my Englishman friend.
Oh, thank you.
Not you. Who puts?
You're not his friend.
You're not the only one, Cody. But that he puts two together.
Oh, Kevin Martin.
No.
Yeah, Tiger Lab.
Oh, Kev. Yep.
You stand corrected.
Robbie just threw 9 years at you in the span of 2 seconds.
But he made his look pretty interesting by combining them, and then that allows for like a more dynamic display. But I think that most of the time it just ends up looking like cluttered junk. Like, you know, every once in a while I see one that looks nice, but I think it's rare. I think the Detox look better with like it's a less is more approach. I think works better for a Detox.
Would you say Chris's look?
You know, I love that. Love that. I mean, I think that like a lot of my Detox are too cluttered, and they just have 2 or 3 things in them. Like I've seen some people with Transformers Detox, like Chris's Transformer Detox, where it's got like 9 figures in it. I'm like, geez, you gotta relax.
What's Chris's middle name?
It's Adam. But yeah, I don't know. I think that Detox are. I think that displaying your collection is like. I think that you need to have more, like multiple tools in the toolbox, you know. And I think that Detox are a tool, but I think they're more often overused.
I concur.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I agree. I think that they're nice when done right, but for the most part, like, I don't know. I don't think they for a big collection, I don't think they necessarily look great. So they you have to be very, very specific about how you put them together. So, I mean, if you can do it right, like, that's fine. But like, I don't ever consider, you know, like MP Collector said, like, Phoenix better fit in the Detox. Like, yeah, don't really care if he does or he doesn't. Like, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, like what you call doesn't fit in. Phoenix. I mean, not Phoenix.
Constructor.
Omega Supreme.
Omega Supreme. Like, he doesn't fit in. Like, it doesn't even matter if you take a shelf out. Like, he doesn't fit. Like, it's too wide. It's gonna look ridiculous if you try to cram him in there. Like, it's like it's a mess. But people are so like, oh, I need Detox for my Transformers because Detox are what people do. And it's like, you know, there's other, you know, it's like when you're only, was it saying like when your only tool is a hammer, every job looks like a nail. Like, you can't really apply that, I feel like, in how you display your stuff.
Poor Eddie. This dude just posted how he bought a bunch of Detox.
And like I said, it's not impossible. It's not impossible to make it look good. It's just in my experience, it's been more rare than not that Transformers look great in a Detox.
I find, you know, Billy's, the best photos are taken in the black-brown Billy's. It's like a warm, and it's an unobtrusive backdrop, and it looks good. It displays the colors well too.
Yeah.
Unless you have that MMC black thing, it just disappears.
Yeah.
Commodus.
Yeah.
You can sell that shit for like $200, Bubby.
I know. Trust me, I'm thinking about selling all this shit. But I did have like, let's talk about TFCON.
I like Detox.
Can I go first?
Yeah, Thursday night. You want to start Thursday night?
Okay. I wanted to jump ahead. You go ahead and talk about Thursday night.
So we had the guys over. We made sure we had enough meat for Matt. And
there was a lot of meat. It was fucking delicious, Bobby.
Thanks. We actually had one steak left over, so there must have been enough.
Well, that shit was like top-notch quality beef. That was really good.
Yeah, it was like a really like a restaurant grade fucking tenderloin that we cut up and marinated and grilled and served.
Costco sells those now?
Right. I'm trying to think. Then we had dinner. We had some good conversation and stuff, and some drinks, and hung out a bit. Everybody showed up a little later than expected. I guess Friday, Thursday traffic, maybe.
There's all those people going to TFCon. Just kidding.
All those people going to TFCon.
Somebody lost his wallet.
I lost my wallet. Ended up finding it.
You didn't lose it then.
Robert's kids drew on my chair.
What?
Of course.
Are you serious?
Of course they did.
Why don't you tell me?
I'm telling you now. I got a nice little DiGianni exclusive in the library.
Robert would have gone ahead and replaced your chairs twofold.
Lisa was terrified that my dog was going to eat her kid's face.
Oh my god, I was embarrassed. It was like, come on. The dog was just like laying there, and Azalea just wanted to touch her, and Lisa was like, oh. It's like, dude, you're making the dog nervous.
He's more likely to piss on her face.
No, but you can't be like that around dogs. Like, they pick up on your energy.
Yeah, the fear.
You can't. I don't care what kind of dog it is at all. Even Smeagol. It doesn't matter. You act like that around a dog, they're going to get tense and anxious. Yeah. You know, that was stressing me out. I'm like, dude, just go in the other room. Let Azalea fucking hang out with the dog. You know, but I'm so sorry, man. I didn't even. No, not good.
It's all good. I got kids. I broke a Blitzwing. I mean, it's almost like a chair.
You were saving that, man. You were.
And then Chris and a bunch of the Realm guys came through.
Come to the door like a clown car. I'll tell you.
Dust and Harvey __ Dent, and my wife is irritated that people call him __ Dent. And who else?
First.
I don't know. Anybody else got any memorable?
There was some fun shit.
There was.
That I remembered early. I felt like I should have talked about it when it came up. What do we do? No, I don't know. No, I just
we did a live video.
Matt, keeping with his shitting on the no meat. Ballora made this delicious crab dip. It was so good, and Bobby was like, "Hey Matt, you like the crab dip?" And he was like, "It's all right." And you can see Bobby's eye twitched. His right eye fucking was like half a wink, like wink wink, and I was like, ooh. It was awesome. I was like, yeah.
Bobby.
Yes.
Talking of things that are looking a bit cluttered on the shelf, your fingernails down here are getting a bit out of hand.
Got fingernails, Bobby?
All right, fine.
Oh, like cheese?
So look.
Bobby's like, those are toenails.
I hope they're not toenails.
They're not. They're fingernails. So like, I bite my nails, and when I'm editing reviews or whatever, and I'm sitting there, sometimes I'm like biting my nail, and like I'll put them on this little shelf, and then I always plan to like clean it off afterwards and throw it in the trash. But recently I did not because of all the madness going on. So like everybody's commenting on the fingernail collection. Let's see what else. I don't know. Everybody left pretty early though, so I ended up getting a good night's sleep and everything.
That was a nice night. That was a nice little prelude. It was a nice prelude.
Man,
yeah, Tyler was there. Ace. What did you say, Matt?
I mean, you had a good talk at the end of the night.
Yeah. And then Matt fell asleep in my chair. I tried to like get him like set up a little station on the couch or whatever, and my man just sat there. It was like, nope, this is perfect. Went to sleep.
I felt good. I sunk into that chair and I fell asleep good. It's probably the best sleep I got in a while.
Did you dream that you were eating a banana?
No, that was somebody's painter.
Was that the chair that Azalea drew on?
No, she drew on the nice ones, not the shit we're throwing away.
Man.
What else?
Our kids got along nicely. That was really nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't remember.
That's it about Thursday, I think.
I took a shit in your bathroom.
You definitely did.
I can smell it.
I'll bring a toilet brush over, okay?
No.
I'll bring a little spray, a little toilet brush, because you don't have one.
It'll be clean. I'm not. I hate them. Toilet brushes, man. Like they get. That's too much, man.
But you'd stick your hand in the toilet.
Yeah, I wash my hands afterwards.
Have some gloves then. Have some gloves hanging by the side.
Have some respect for yourself.
I'm gonna bring some scouring sponges, some bleach spray for that tub. I'll clean your tub for you. I'll show you. And I'll be like, Laura, clean the tub.
The next
Shit's
day,
still purple.
The next day, bed bugs and catfish stopped by briefly. hung out for a bit, and then they got back on the road. And I was packing up the car, so I didn't get a chance to hang out with them. They were hanging out downstairs with Matt. And then I got the car totally fucking packed up with all these big ass boxes, and I come downstairs like, "Hey, you need any help?" And then they left, and then Tyler stopped by to pick up a box or two, and then Tyler, Matt, and I hung out on the front porch for like what was supposed to be 15 minutes, and we were out there for like 2 or 3
hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh my god! But it was a good conversation.
It's good, yeah, it was a great conversation. That's a good dude. That's the first time I got to meet Snowflake, and I hung out. I got to eat lunch with him Friday, I think, and really good dude. Yeah, it was great hanging out with him.
Hot dogs?
No, we had he wanted me to try some pita bread or something. I don't know, something I did. It was nasty. But
we were giving him a hard time all weekend about Lenny.
Oh yeah, still.
Oh, it's not stopping. I'm ramping it up, man, with the fucking Photoshop.
Oh, it's gonna be great. The Photoshop, the trader one was so funny to me, man. But like Tyler would get like a whatever, it didn't matter, like a glass of water, and I'd be like, man, first Lenny and now some water.
Every time Tyler shoots you a look, every time you bust on him, he'll be like, come on, man.
Tyler's funny. So then we made the voyage down, and then there was Friday. Laura and I set up in the dealer room and got everything sorted.
Fridays.
I love Fridays. We got everything sorted, and that took a long time. But we had JD. Shout out to JD. Shout out to Swage. Shout out to Energon Addict, who's far too good to me every time I see him. He's the one that made the shirts. They're really good. Yeah. They all had they all helped me carry boxes into the room, and it was very it was kind. They certainly didn't have to do that, and a lot of people helped me take boxes out too. Darius, and there was a ton of people. Marilyn, Phil, and everybody was helping. Everybody was very helpful and very supportive. It was nice.
Marilyn Phil's a good dude too.
And then
I got to
Friday
hang out
night,
with him a lot.
Friday night
was the
the
rock
party.
Yeah, it was the rock party. Somebody
else.
Oh
my god, that was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't remember most of it.
No, me neither.
Either just dust mites.
But I'll tell you, I hung out a lot with Dust and Rolling Steel, and we had a good time, man. I made Bobby do shots of me. I was already so far gone. He just caved to the peer pressure. I don't know. Someone's not.
I did. I pulled an okie doke on you on the second one.
Oh, you bitch, man! You realize you're like you. I can't. My daughter's in front of me. I can't. You hiding behind a skirt again. My daughter's here. I can't say it.
I pulled it.
I'm putting on mute so I can talk to her.
Dude, that was a good part. I mean, just the vibe. Just the environment. Everybody was. It was like we see each other every week. I mean, it was just that's how it was. We met new people. We met the same people we've been going to TFCON for the last couple of years, and it was just it was real. I mean, it was real. We got a rock box and everything, and it was just a great time.
Mark 44 Prime. That's a good dude that was up in there. I met for the first time.
I met a guy. His name is I think it's Mike. He was bald headed, had a long beard. He was in the military. I know he.
Oh yeah. That's the guy. Remember how I told you there was the guy that I walked into the UPS store, and he was like, "Are you Bobby?" And then my wife didn't believe me.
Yeah.
That's him.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good. Me and him, we talked Saturday night when he was in the military too, and we talked about the military and everything. We were sat there talked about for an hour. That's a good dude. He's a really nice guy. We met. If I forget your names, we met a lot of people that came up to me. Came up to everybody, and if you said hi to me, and I said hi back, and I don't forget you. I forget your name. I apologize, but there was just so many, people coming in and out, and everything. It was just, we met the guys from Open Your Toys podcast.
Yeah, Slick McFavorite. That's a good dude, man. They're both good dudes. Nothing like that dude's voice does not match his stature.
We met the guys from all the guys from TKO. Met the guys from
Nerd Out.
Nerd Out, Blackout and Shout.
Yep.
Mike and all them guys. It's just there's so many. I mean, it was just all these people just came together. Different podcasts, different people. All this stuff just came together, and it just, it was a great time. I had a really, really great time, and loved every minute of it. Loved everybody I got to talk to, and thank you.
Pinkerton looked out for me like early on. Like he made like an announcement. Like he was like, look, if you go live, just give Bobby a fucking shout so he can mask up and like that. He didn't have to do that, and I appreciated that. And it was a good. The Realm is a good bunch of guys. Like,
yeah, I'm proud to be associated with them, and I would do anything for any of them. I mean, they're just mega guys and everything. I know I'm going to forget a lot of people, but. It was good seeing everybody.
What was your thoughts on that, Justin? Because the last time that you were like around what like they've kind of been building, it was in Charlotte and they were just getting started, and then you weren't there for Chicago and they kind of got up and running, and then now like they're kind of full steam ahead. Like, what's your opinion on like seeing their growth?
I think it was great. Like, I mean, it definitely felt like the way they do things, and like especially, how especially for the ROC guys, how like deep they roll. It's like. It's just another meetup with a bunch of friends, pretty much. Like, every single one, like, it feels like every single person that was in that room was, like, at NJCC and stuff like that, which they had heavy presence for. Like, it was great. It was real nice. So, I know I will throw out there that I met so many Mikes. So, if I see you and you're like, oh, hey, T2, I'm like, oh, hey. And if I'm just, if I'm in a blank, I'm just going to throw out, like, Mike,
I feel like after this weekend, man, I feel like Transformer fans only come in 4 names.
Justin.
Mike, John, Justin, and Chris. Everybody I met was a Mike, John, Justin, or Chris, I feel like.
Yeah, can I ask you a question now that I'm back?
Yeah.
Why did you pull a rope-a-dope on the shots?
Because I had to work the whole next day, Robert. And
you have a vagina?
And I was fucked up. I was like everybody. It's funny. Everybody thought I was way more fucked up than what I was. I must have just been acting a goofball. But I knew I was buzzed heavy, and I knew I had to work all day the next day, and I had to be on my feet, and I had to be on my game. And I took the first shot with you, and I was like, mission complete. But then when you were like the second shot, I already knew it wasn't a good look for me. So
yeah, but you made me do the whole we go down, then we go up.
We did that. We did it the first time too.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't even take a shot.
I took some of the shot. I just didn't take all of the shot.
Man,
you know who else is a good dude to hang out with?
Why don't you just say I don't want to take a shot?
I did say I didn't want to take a shot, Robert.
Yeah, you probably didn't listen.
How do you take some of a shot? That's what I'm curious about.
What is vagina?
So the glass came very full, the shot glass, but by the time it reached where I was,
shit on the floor.
It had been displaced. I didn't pour it on the floor.
Oh. All I have to say is at that party, I at some point wore Bobby's mask. I have a photo of it. I have absolutely no recollection of putting his mask on my face.
I do.
Every time somebody walked through the door, Robert said, "Oh my God, it's Bobby Skullface!"
Oh yeah.
And then like it was like, "I'm not Bobby Skullface." You're like, "Dude, it's Bobby Skullface!" You're like yelling to other people, and they're like, "I'm not him." And you're like, "It's him." Let me get a picture.
Somebody came into the bar and asked me if I was Skullface or if I was Deluxe, and I was like, "Nope, I'm not." Hanging out. I just want to also say, hanging out with Bobby, Justin, and Robert D. I wish it would have been Greg there too, but was really one of my top highlights of the weekend was getting to hang out with y'all. I mean, I hung out with Bobby a lot, but Robert D. I got to go up to his fucking mansion of a fucking room, and hanging out with Justin and his family, which I love to death, and everything, and that was probably one of my top highlights too of the weekend.
Yeah. My story was we missed our flight in, and it was an SMH moment for Bobby Skullface.
Oh yeah.
Our flight. We made the best of it. We had a fun time in the airport, and I told Scarlett, I was like, "Listen, honey, sometimes when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Let's have a fun day at the airport. You never know what good things can come out of what you think is bad luck. And then when we get to the hotel, we already booked like a high-end suite, like whatever Agabus had or ROC. We had one of those. But when we got there on Wednesday, there's like a pharmaceutical convention going on. And they sold our room because we got there like 9:30 at night. So they had to upgrade to the presidential suite. It was fucking crazy. I wish we could have, hung up there, but we didn't really. There's no time. But it was pretty crazy. Oh, it was nice. I went swimming a lot. Did you go swimming at all, Bobby?
Not a bit. I'm trying to think what else. Went out to dinner with the Justin and Bedell and Marilyn Phil and Deluxe.
I didn't see that text message with the invite
on Friday.
Wow, look at that. I
didn't get that.
There was
just stop there. That's cool.
Whatever. and watched his kid eat everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, that's awesome.
One of my favorite highlights of watching him eat was the moment that I looked away from what he was doing for a second, and somehow he extended his arms far enough to get the last bit of bread off the table. Like, I don't even know how he reached that far, but like he just had the whole remainder of the loaf.
Oh, that's so cute. He's so cute. This is like one of the cutest babies ever.
Yeah.
Got a lot of hair.
Yeah. Anyway, Saturday morning. Okay. Afternoon, because I was really hungover. I was so fucking hungover. I didn't give a fuck what exclusives there were to get. I finally get there, and I was just like, I gotta get down there. Because Lisa had given me the green light. I was free, and it was just my hangover that was keeping me in the room. And I got down to the dealer room, hung out with Matt. It was awesome. Got to just sit there and chill. Matt is like the Don, okay? Matt sits in the corner with his back to the corner in a chair, and people come and pay their respects. Bobby, right?
It's true.
People come and sit around him.
I felt bad because people like this guy is trying to sell shit, but
he did sell everything, man. Shit.
But who?
The guy next to you, he didn't come the next day because he sold everything.
He had Stunnicons. He had one set of G1 Stunnicons.
He did. I don't think he sold much. He didn't come the next day because it just wasn't worth it.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But he was a very cool guy, and I talked to him for a bit because he actually was going to sell me this Stunnicon G1 box set for a very low price, but then I went over and I realized it wasn't the one I wanted. Like, it was an Italian version, and I want the American version. But he
Stunticones.
I felt bad because like cool table people kept coming into that little corner and just sitting down and relaxing. It became like a hangout. And like it was like disruptive. Like people were like talking like really loud. He's like trying to conduct business. I'm like, man,
Bobby, he had 5 little robots on a big table.
I know. But it's like a courtesy thing.
No, the worst was Ace. Ace, you were sitting behind his table.
I can confirm he was.
I talked to Ace a lot. He was good too.
I saw a lot of Ace.
But the best.
I heard Cody saw a whole lot of Ace.
What? Let's hear that one.
I shared a room with him, and he came out in his little tighty ways. It was funny.
Came out in his underwear?
Yeah. Oh, he's getting changed.
What happened next?
I never had Ace pay for a tighty whitey guy.
Ooh, you mean he was wearing briefs like Fruit of the Loom?
Fruit of the Loom?
Well, I wasn't close enough to see the brand. But...
No, were they like underwear, like Robin, like Batman and Robin underwear?
Yeah, tighty whities.
Oh my God, Ace! Oh.
And I have to say that TFCON did really good. I mean, I think it's the most traffic, whatever, of all the TFCON.
It was the biggest show they've ever had.
I just gotta say, I'm sitting there with Matt, and I'm dying to ask people if they watch reviews. And Bobby kind of headed me off at the pass. I realized it wasn't about sales. It was just to stop the do you watch reviews, because everybody coming up already knew who he was.
That's not true.
Yeah, so except from one dude.
Yeah, dude, I have the perfect story for that. But go ahead.
Lunchtime comes. Bobby and Laura order some Caesar salads. Of course, Caesar salads. Of course. Bobby's chatting up this guy at the table. And Bobby's got literally, I've never seen Bobby do this. He's got lettuce hanging out of his mouth, okay, while he's talking. And he's like, so, you watch reviews?
No,
nope.
That's not even the best one. No, because he asked a question about a toy or something, and then I said, "Do you watch reviews?" Look, but the best one, the most like humiliating one, was this guy came up and was like looking around and stuff, and he was like, and I was like, yeah, and he's like, is there any reason why I should know who this skull-faced person is? And I just looked over at him and said, not a one. And he said,
I remember that. That was great.
Yeah, and he just shrugged and kept on looking through stuff.
But Bobby had a bodyguard, okay? He had like a Robert D. bodyguard there. Not me being a bodyguard. He had a shield against me, and it was Ballora. Like, they had a plan. And it was Ballora. Whenever Robert opens his mouth, I want you to shoot him a look.
God,
so what I did after
I'm gonna send her to your house while you're podcasting. You know?
Okay. So I lost my shit when Bobby asked that guy if he watched reviews, right? And she shot me this look that shut me up. Okay, I shut up. And so I was like, Matt's sitting there. He wasn't paying attention. I was like, Matt, ask that guy if he knows who Bobby Skullface is.
She shot me the look then.
Yeah, nobody knew. Of course, nobody knew. Everybody was like, never heard of him.
So I took a different tack. I decided to try to help Billy. I tried to help Bobby with his sales.
Billy, the knockoff Bobby.
He was like, it's a very soft blanket.
This girl is decked out in Optimus Prime. I mean, she had Optimus Prime earrings, she had Optimus Prime face paint, Optimus Prime T-shirt, Optimus Prime everything. Okay, and she's looking at a was it a blanket or was it like a print?
I can't remember.
No, the one when I was like, the colors on that, and I actually meant
it. Yeah. Right.
I was actually taken aback at the color scheme. I loved the color scheme of the print. I hadn't seen it before, and it was a really nice. I don't know if you meant it or not, so I'm just being my loud, obnoxious self. I'm like, actually, the colors on it look really good, and Bobby's just like, so she's like, I'm gonna come back, and he's like, you just ruined my sale. I think that color thing was over the top.
Robbie, you should have asked her if she liked Optimus Prime.
That's what I said. I was like, why don't you fucking sell an Optimus Prime thing? And you know what he said? I think I know what I'm doing. Man, I felt like after a while, I'm like, man, I was like, Matt, I need to have like a wad of hundreds in my pocket. And every time I lose him a customer, just throw him 100.
And then he was also talking about he was going to buy like $800 worth of blankets, just start throwing them at people.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, you were like, I'm
drunk.
You're like, I'm just gonna come over there and buy like 8 of them and then just throw them at people.
No TBM, huh?
No TBM, and
unless she was outside the costume this year.
That's true. It is hard to tell underneath the brilliant, disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z didn't stop by the table either this year.
Jay-Z?
Yeah, he was there. He was the guy that bought all the blankets last year.
Oh wow. Well, you had him.
Well, that's what Laura said. Laura, because I was like, man, that's Jay-Z. I pointed to him, and Laura was like, oh, I hope he stops by. And I was like, yeah, me too. And I was like, he's probably out of furniture to put blankets on.
But you know who's a really nice guy? Hanny Agabus. He's a fucking great guy.
Yeah. So we can move into that. There Saturday night, there was a little confusion because Hanny was trying to check into the room like all day, but he couldn't check in till late, so we couldn't get the room number, and that's where we were going to do the live podcast and the Smoke and Mirrors video shoot, so it was hard to get information out. I ended up chatting at the bar with Rogue War and New York Mike, and we were just sort of getting along. Oh, and Chris Mall, he bought a shirt or whatever. We were talking to them, and then we ended up finding the room, and I just looked over at them, and I was like, well, all you guys are in the right place at the right time. It's room such and such. We're going up there now. And they were like, cool. So, which was cool because they were all cool guys, and they ended up like, I noticed later on as the night progressed, like I was looking over and they're like having conversations with other people, and I was like, man, that's fucking cool. Like they just got like thrown instantly into the mix and like, you know, met a gang of friends or whatever.
You know what was awesome? That I heard secondhand where the fucking room was. God damn you, Bobby.
Dude, it was a mess.
You got a dinner invite. Fuck you.
He's like, I'll text you. And I'm like, what's going on? And finally, I think William Fong was the one who hit me up. He's like, hey, we're in this room. I'm like, oh, thank you, somebody, for telling me. So.
I want to definitely thank so many people that came up to me to like shake my hand and say they were a fan. That was really humbling. Because look, all of you guys have a personality. All I do is this show, you know. And it was really like it was so many people, and I'm terrible with names, but all of you know who you are. You came up and shook my hand. You said you love the show and that you're a fan. And it was extremely. I didn't know how to react. I mean, honestly, and I mean, I love you all. It was really wonderful. You know, you feel a brotherhood and a real kinship with people who listen. You know, you wish you could sit down and have a good long day to hang out, and it wasn't there.
Did you just buy him something?
It wasn't even that. It was always like on the run. It was always like running down a hallway or walking past something, and somebody would walk up to me and say, "Excuse me, you know, you Robert D. I noticed the voice." It was always be like, "I noticed your voice," you know, which was really weird. It was really odd. And then that nice guy, what is his name? Because I'm terrible at names. That he asked for our autographs, and we hung out with him at the bar briefly on Sunday.
Oh yeah, we signed the sale.
What's his name?
That was Chris Moore, wasn't it?
That was Chris.
Yeah.
Chris what?
Maul. I think it's actually Mal, but Maul sounds cooler.
Yeah, shout out to that dude. I mean, he was so nice, you know.
Yeah, very good.
Shout out to Brendan, man. He had me sign his fucking Planet X Starscream clear box. I was like, why you want me? And that was weird, having people wanting you to sign stuff. And I'm like, I'm just Matthew. I know. Yeah. But it was cool meeting him.
Like, so I'm signing like these the skiff boxes, right? And like, you know, one, like I signed a lot of skiff boxes, I have to admit, but like, you know, 1, you know, 2, 3, and then this kid came up and he was like, would you sign this? And it's like
the Ironhide, the Hot Soldiers.
It was a Hot Soldiers Ironhide, and I was like, yeah. And then I like pulled the marker out, and I was like, you know, I didn't do this one, right? And he was like, yep, I don't care. And I was like, okay.
That's not what I heard on Facebook.
That's not what I heard on Facebook. Get the fuck out of here.
I feel shafted. I only had to sign one thing. Next
time.
time.
You know what the fucking Toy Detox guys, you know, they fucking autographed their shit for us, and they didn't ask any of us to sign anything except Bobby.
What did they ask me to sign?
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Ray drew a penis on your thing, so.
Yeah, you fucking drew a penis on mine.
They had a there's one thing I'm envious of The Rock. They had like a banner, and they had everybody sign it that stopped by. You know, like that was like partying it up. Like that's a cool little like keepsake. You know.
Why didn't you do that, Bobby?
I should have. I had this. But I wanted to thank everybody that came for the music video. I only wanted to take up a half hour of everybody's time, and we ended up taking an hour. Like we did like multiple shoots, multiple angles, multiple like I got a lot of footage.
It flew by. It flew by. It was good.
Yeah. Thank God no walking though.
Thank you to everyone that participated. I know that's a bit of a chore. And then after that, like Hanny ordered pizzas for everybody, you know, on him, and we all. He's a good dude, and we all.
He's a great guy. Like really.
And we all ate pizza and kind of talked it up, and I gave like I said some nice things about Hanny before we started, like to everyone for doing what he did, because he certainly didn't have to.
There are certain people in business, you know. Look, you can do well in business and be a cutthroat, backstabbing, lying snake, you know, and you'll get ahead. But there are other people in business that are smart businessmen, and at the same time, they're generous. And they're the ones that are wealthy and more than just money. It's true.
Shout out to the 5%.
Yeah, he's good for the fandom. Haney is just
I mean, I fell in love with him. Honestly, I want to give him all my business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He gave a great hand job too.
So what about Sunday?
You mean he gave a great handy?
Sunday was depressing for me because I was gonna be staying there until Monday, but like everybody else, like, nope, we're leaving. I'm like, oh, so it's just like me and my wife and my kid, and just hanging out at the hotel. So we just ended up at I think it was like 8 o'clock at night. We're like, you want to go home? She's like, yeah. So we're like, we're gonna get charged for the next night, and we're like, it's okay. So we just went to the desk and they're like, you stayed 2 nights? We're like, yep. So my tip to anyone is if you feel like going home, just do it, and hopefully it'll cost you less money in the end. So saved like $200.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, not for nothing, I would have appreciated an extra night with just my wife and I. Like I had to say, we lived a healthy lifestyle that weekend. But it's funny, Adam's breaking my balls because in the video shoot and in that picture, it's me, her, and William Fong, and he's like, like just recently we had a conversation about on Nerve Rage we had a conversation about would you ever, if your wife said she wanted to do the 2-on-1, 2 dudes and herself, ever go for it? So we had like a conversation about it on Nerve Rage, and he's like, dude, did it happen? Did it actually happen? I had lunch on Sunday. Well, speaking of real quick, like my wife and I, like we never get alone. We never get alone. And usually when we do get a night out, like it happens usually once a year, and in 15 minutes we're like, I miss something. Let's go fucking get them. But like this time, I think we both needed a bit of a break, and we really enjoyed each other's company. And it was like I felt like, man, not for nothing, like I felt like high school. Like I felt like we were in high school again. Like, she would just be like next to me, and I just fucking grab her ass or grab her hips or whatever. Like I just like it was really. My wife and I have a great marriage, but it was especially good for us this past weekend. I feel like. I
watch that porno.
I had lunch with William Fong. We didn't have lunch together, but I went to go get lunch. Then we shared a drink and
maybe Adam was right.
Not 2 straws, but like
1 straw.
Yeah.
No straws.
But it was nice because like I feel like every time I go to TFCON, I get this one little moment. Like the year before, I had it with Brink. Like Brink and I like had a couple beers, like just had a bit of a chat, and Cody in that, and then we had with, William Fong and I just sat there. We talked about art. We talked about like the evolution of like drawing and your pencil work and moving to a digital format. Like just a quiet moment, having a one-on-one conversation, which rarely happens in those environments, and I really did treasure it. It was a good moment.
Shout out to Yule.
Dude, Yule.
Oh yeah, Yule.
We gave Yule a lot of love, like at the podcast, which I'm trying to get up ASAP. It's just a busy week for me. I'll definitely have it up next week. Just bear with me. But we gave Yule a lot of love. I thought he was gonna cry. I think he was welling up a little bit.
Can I say one
Jason
thing?
Lowry.
Shout out to Yule in San Diego. Yes, we are talking about your coworker Yule, who is listening to this show while you're all sitting by while he works. He is a ladies' man.
JC, JL, Jason Lowry.
I love JC. I fucking love. I knew I'd like JC, but
Chris. We got to meet Chris finally.
Oh.
He's a good dude. And he actually won 2nd place on the he won 2nd place on a contest. And so Chris and everything. So shout out to the TKO guys and all that stuff.
It was a custom.
Yeah, custom. Yeah, the custom thing. So he's really cool.
And fucking bedbugs.
Bedbugs
wore a giant cat hat with a wizard hat on it, and he had this little finger wand, and he was whooshing everyone. And TKO did this thing where they handed out. TKO body deodorant, like body spray. And then at the costume contest, Bedbugs walks in. It's on YouTube. It's funny as hell. And he got there just to say to the whole crowd, "Whoosh, you all have small penis."
Shout out to John Gibbons. It's good seeing him. Shout out to MP Collector again.
Dude, great guy.
Got to talk to him. I wish Joe Britt, wonderful guy, and his family. Wonderful kids and everything.
Yeah, his wife and Frank H. He was a good dude. He brought his wife. And then who is it that kept saying we were gonna swing? Was that Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you guys were. Oh, you were getting close. Oh, you were getting. Yeah, they were at the table quite a while, and they were physically like the four of you were getting closer and closer and closer. I was like, man, they're gonna swing.
Yeah, you asked me. It's like, you think that's gonna happen?
I would take pictures of that.
Baltimore Brandon, I got to sit down and talk with him. We talked football actually a lot more than anything, but yeah, I like to. I get to hang out with him this weekend again.
I love that dude, man.
Yeah, that's a good dude. His girlfriend. Really nice girl.
Sweetheart, absolute sweetheart.
Yeah.
And one of the most supportive wives or girlfriends.
Oh yeah, I could never say I don't think I saw her in a bad mood at all. I mean, she was always smiling, just
she's terrific.
Great girl, just awesome.
I at the ROC party, I lifted Lynette. I got Pinkerton up on my back, and Bedbugs. I picked Bedbugs up. He was like, I'm 400 pounds. I still got him up. You know who is the most surprisingly difficult person to pick up? Fucking Brave. He's a dense little motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's a good dude. Brave was.
I was like,
Brave popped up in that bitch looking like Michael Jackson.
He was wearing his wife's jacket. Did you know that? It was
I found out.
Yeah.
I found out. But Brave, that's a cool dude, man. That's a cool dude.
He's a nice guy. He's not
as cool as Cody. He's not as cool as we are, Cody.
Yeah, he's not as cool as me.
No, as us.
Got to hang out with Cody. That was awesome. Got to hang out with Pinkerton again. I miss that dude. I can't wait to see him again. I'm gonna go see his house too, hopefully. Just everybody in the ROC.
I've been saying this everywhere, but Pinkerton. It was interesting to watch Pinkerton work from afar this weekend. Like that dude is on his shit. I respect that guy a lot.
From afar, all you can see is the top of his head.
True. I do want to talk about the podcast panel.
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
I know one thing. High five.
I'll talk about that too. First of all, let me address that. Apparently, I walked past somebody that had their hand out. When I left the podcast panel a little early, and everybody had their hands out for a high five. Well, not everybody, but a few people. And I went by and I high-fived them. Apparently, I missed a person.
Little kid?
I don't know who it was. So that's the thing. I didn't see it. With the mask on, it's hard to see. I didn't see you. I would never fucking do that. Like, I would never brush you off. Like, that's absurd. I feel terrible about it, honestly. But I'm sorry if you're listening. If you write me and tell me it was you, I will personally apologize to you. I'll call you and apologize to you because that's not how.
I'm not mad at you, Bobby. It's fine.
That's not how I do business. But this podcast panel. Let me talk about this for a minute. I talked about it briefly. We were talking about the cool table question from MP Collector recently, but we hit up TFCON and tried to do something with the cool table, and we didn't really have our ducks in a row, and they didn't. The quick conversation, like the quick kind of topic pieces that we came up with, it didn't seem like they were feeling. So they hit me up a week before the con and said, we have a seat that we'd like to get you in for a podcast panel. And I said, okay, I'll do the Sunday one, but I can't do the Friday one because I knew I was going to be setting up. I wanted to do the rock party. I didn't want to do it that day.
I was in the red.
And then we had so I did the Sunday one, and it was me and it was Vangelis was to my right, Diecast was to my left. I don't really know Vangelis. I've talked to him a few times, but he seems fine. Diecast, I do know him, and I get along fine. We talk at NJCC often. Like, we have a good rapport.
That's a good dude.
Yeah, I'm happy to see him. Headmaster Dom came up to me. We had a long talk. Like, I have no issue. Like RFC is
What? You did?
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. He's a nice guy.
Master Tom is a really nice guy.
So
he's genuine.
On the other end of the table,
Hey, y'all.
yeah, hey y'all. On the other end of the table was somebody from Twincast. Forgive me, I'm not familiar. And then who else?
Hasbro Steve.
Somebody else, Hasbro Steve. Somebody else from RFC. And then who was in the middle of there? Oh, Yoshi from Transformations. And Yoshi.
Really quick. You know who wasn't there? Cody. Nobody from Toy Detox. You need to come over.
Yeah. So, the Yoshi, I get along famously with him. Like I think very fondly of Yoshi. Once again, absolute pleasure. So it's nothing about those dudes up there on this panel, but within like the first 5 or 10 minutes, I kind of got the impression that I wasn't a good fit for this panel.
Why?
It's like Adam asked the same question.
That's that's a one-word question. Why?
Because I'm just all right. So this is the answer I gave Adam basically, but like most of those shows were around before Shattered Cast, and Shattered Cast kind of exists because those shows were the alternative. And they're just different. It's just a different vibe, and it's no disrespect to those shows. I like all those shows in their own right. I'll be honest. I don't know Twincast that well, and I don't know WTF that well. I've never actually listened to an episode of WTF. I know they're like the biggest one. It's just never happened.
Just to be honest, real quick, Bobby, I've never heard us called a Twincast knockoff, but that's just me.
Who did that?
No, I said I've never heard that.
Oh, yeah. So that's it.
We've been called a knockoff of a lot of shows, but not Twincast or ours.
That's true. That's
what I'm saying.
So, like, it's no disrespect to those shows. It's just that Shattercast is different. And who was it? I think it was Chris. He said that it's kind of like, like Nickelodeon, like Cartoon Network, right? And the other shows are kind of the Cartoon Network, and Shattercast is kind of Adult Swim. And you can't really put Adult Swim in the middle of the Cartoon Network regular programming. It doesn't work. And that was the vibe I kind of felt like while on that panel.
Did you curse?
No, I don't think so. I think I did one time.
Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Gosh darn it.
I might have
fucking shit.
I might have caught myself in the middle of it, but I knew the kids were in the room, and I try to be respectful. I cuss in front of my kids, so it's hard for me.
Talked about porno mags, Bobby.
I did do that.
Yeah.
I did do that.
Would you shout out Hugh Hefner while you're up there?
I did.
You shout out Hitler too, I think.
I did not do that. It just was a weird. It was a little awkward, and part of it is also because none of us really talk normally together. Like, so it doesn't really. It's like trying to kind of force it a little bit, and it's not that no good discussion happened. There was some good discussion that happened, but it was hard to get to it. So, in the future, like, I respect TFCON, I love TFCON, and I'm honored that TFCON would ask me to be a part of it in that regard. But I won't do that again. I won't do something like that again. Like, in the future, if I do a panel, it'll be, about the cool table, or I won't do it, because it just doesn't make sense. The people that are there to learn about those shows are not interested in what the cool table has to offer, and the people that are there because they like the cool table are not interested in what those shows have to offer. They're just different lanes. It's a different fan base, and it was a little off.
It's funny though. What you're saying, it really is a microcosm of like all the people that showed up to the con. There was like a core. I wouldn't call them the core, but there were the cool table people and the people who listen to us and who are part of everything. They're like a section what's the word? Just like a unified front of of beliefs and catchphrases, and you get there's a large.
Robert, that's actually a Nazi term, so you probably shouldn't use that. Just saying.
Okay, but we were like a blitzkrieg of
Robert. That's also a Nazi term.
Sorry.
Probably shouldn't use that.
We like come from the same fatherland.
Stop it.
Okay,
but Robert, that's like 2 steps above gas chambers. You probably shouldn't use that.
But anyway, but like you could tell like a majority. We are not the majority, and a majority of the people in any room when you have these like fans toys and ooh and whatever.
Robert,
like
that's
people
actually a Nazi term. You probably shouldn't use that.
Fans toys. But like even like people yell out Skullface, you could tell like there's a large proportion.
Robert, that's actually a Nazi term. You probably shouldn't use that.
Red Skull, but a large portion of people in any given room, especially like the third party panel, didn't even get the joke because there's separation.
Right.
No, I think a lot of the people in that room got that. I mean, I really do. Yeah, it was loud. I mean, when you would, the hell Hasbro and people just laughing. I have to give us credit that I think the Cool Table Network was representing deep in that everywhere,
except for
maybe not the panel, but that's when everybody's left anyways. I don't know why they even have that because everybody's gone. So it's really stupid. I mean, you were trying to, you could just tell the awkwardness when you was up there because especially with the porno thing, people around us were giggling. We thought it was funny, but you could see there were kids, and other people that just didn't get it. They just didn't kind of grasp onto it. So, I mean, it felt. God damn it! Shut up. Fuck. Anyways,
dogs like you.
I think he's gonna kick that fucking dog. But yeah, it's it was just you could tell it was awkward. I mean, I didn't get to stay for the whole thing. I left when Bobby was talking a little bit, and then
you left when Bobby was talking.
No, after I had to leave. I had to go catch my plane.
I left. I thought it was only going to be an hour long, and my wife and I wanted to have one drink together. No.
Bobby left when Bobby was talking.
Yeah. My wife and I wanted to have one drink together before we left, and so I looked down at my watch and it was 4:31, and it was supposed to be over at 4:30, and like Vangelis was cutting out raffle tickets or something, and I was like, this is going to be a long time, and I was like, look, no disrespect, but I have to go. Thanks for having me. And then I said, you're all beautiful people, and then I started drumming the beautiful people beat on the table, and then
and then you dissed that kid.
I didn't diss anybody. I fucking accidentally missed a high five. That's all.
And then that prop fell on Marilyn Manson, so I hope you're fucking happy.
And you stepped your way out of the room.
Also, I hit Bobby up like 30 minutes after that panel, and he'd already been home for 26 minutes. So he must have hightailed it.
Yeah, I mean, we had one drink at the bar. Or I had one drink. Laura was gonna drive, and we she had a water and we toasted, and it's like a tradition that we've done it prior to TFCON, so we just carried it through, and it was good. And then went and picked up Cody, and that was about it. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense for me to be there, and I realized it like 5 minutes into it. I was like, this is not appropriate. Like I don't fit here.
You could tell it on the expression on your face. You didn't want to be there.
It just and plus I'm also there's other factors playing in. I'm beat. It's 2 nights of partying and standing on my feet for both days, and
Oh boy.
But
let me ask you this.
Bobby.
Can I ask you a question?
Bobby beat face.
Go ahead, Greg.
So who else from the network should have been there? Like, who would you think would have been a better fit? Or do you think anyone would have been a better fit?
For that panel, like if I were to do it, like
particular panel,
like replace me with somebody.
Yeah. I'm saying like if someone else could have had the chance to have been there, like,
I think. Let me run through my head real quick. Like I don't really know all the Transformers podcasts.
No, from the network, not from.
From the network, I would swap out the whole assembly.
No. In place of you, from the network. Like I'm saying, like if someone else was to represent the network there,
you Greg.
Like, who do you think would have been a better fit?
Let me think. Maybe Justin. Like Justin's a little bit more highbrow. Maybe, but like I don't think honestly, I don't think any of us would have fit. Like I don't think it's the right. I just don't think that we're. I don't think it's a good fit.
Cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. I'm trying to run through my head real quick. Adam probably could have pulled it off because he's kind of a chameleon in that way, but I don't pull it off. I don't think that anybody from the ROC would have been a good fit. I don't really think that anybody from Shattered Cast. It's just if I had to, like, gun to my head, I would probably put Justin in that position.
No, Rustamus.
Which Justin?
T2RX6.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot there's a
only
third
Justin we have.
Well, no, I was thinking about Justin L. or like any of those guys. Like
definitely
Justin L. No, not Justin C. Not Catfish either. No.
The TKO. No. My last choice.
What about why didn't Jisk do it?
Just wasn't there.
Oh right, because he didn't fucking show up.
Let me see who else is. Nobody needs
Harvey Dent. Harvey _ Dent. Score.
No, I just don't. I don't think it blends. I think the people are on the cool table because they don't blend.
Blended.
Then we need to do something next year for the cool table.
Yeah, I mean, it's either going to be a cool table thing at TFCON, like an official TFCON panel about the cool table hosts, or it's going to be.
Yeah, we're getting bigger. We're going to get fucking bigger. Get to know us.
See, but that's the thing is that and it's no disrespect to anybody on the panel. I'm just saying that if we knew, a year out and we promoted it, we could fill those seats.
Fuck yeah.
Oh fuck.
Speaking of panels, I know we talked about it on the show we shot. I just want to reiterate, it really bothered me, the third party panel, more so than before, how much of it was old shit. We didn't really discuss that.
For a year, man.
No, it's the point is, like, there are people, Bobby, everyone else, Agabus, Mike, everyone's there with tables. They paid to be there. They're selling stuff. For you to take up for all the new stuff they actually showed, it could have been 15 minutes. Honestly, really, it could have easily been 15 minutes. That's 45 minutes of time that they took away from people, the dealers who paid to be there.
Well, one thing that real quick that stood out to me is like a lot of the new like reveals and like things that they're seeing prototypes of and stuff for the first time, like they were out there on the first day. Like I wish if if that was new stuff that was coming up for the panel that wasn't out there until after the panel, which is previously how they've kind of done business. But like the fans hobby Overlord, like that was out on display from like minute one of that dealer room opening.
Well,
I mean, is it supposed to be a reveal panel?
I mean, I think we've talked about it. I think the game is changing,
I agree.
It's the days of like super early reveals are over.
So the third party panel is assembled like from submissions from companies by Ryan, basically, right?
Right.
So like he kind of has to put it together from what he has to work with. And like it's not on necessarily the people who put the work in for the panel, it's on the companies. But like people were booing it apparently at the end.
Yeah.
And like yelling out like derogatory comments. But like the people that were presenting the panel were doing their job. Like
right.
I thought that was a little what?
Greg, the people that put together the panel, the people up on the stage are representing TFCON, and they're showing stuff that is
they were
old.
submitted for the panel.
Don't show it. Be like, they have to
people
have
might not have
standards.
been. People might not have been in Toronto. They still have to put it together. Like there's still a standard either way. There's a standard for the submissions.
It doesn't matter though. If it's not good, it's not good.
If it's not good or bad, if it's old, if it's been through the board.
So what is their criteria? What is their criteria? Or criteria? God damn, you got me fucked up. What is their criteria?
Should be,
what is it? I mean, what are the rules? Like what are the
exciting reveals? Exciting reveals.
No, it doesn't have to be exciting. No, I would take that out of it. Because that's subjective. Is it new or not? If you're a company with nothing new to show, you don't get on the panel. Period.
What are the rules set by TFCON? What are Colin's rules that he lists for these companies when they put the submissions in?
Who knows that?
Like, I think people booing the third-party panel is equivalent to people bitching at cashiers in a food line.
But people pay, pretty good, weekend passes and everything to go find, to go to this panel, and they want to see some new stuff, and then you're seeing Fans Hobby Scourge that's been out for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have 20 other panels. So are you saying that people pay $50 to go see the third party panel?
I would say
part of it.
I would say the third party panel is what got me to my first TFCon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but in the business model of the show.
Here's the business model. You want to attract people to come fill the room. If you know what, I feel like they wasted my time. That's 45 minutes that I could have been hanging out with my friends in the dealer room, walking around, buying shit. Seriously. And they took that
walking
away.
around.
Well, honestly, you could have just skipped the whole panel and looked at it on the internet like Bobby did.
But that's my point. You see, I did see that shit on the internet. So now next year, if I go to TFCon, I'm more likely to not be a seat in that room. So I would assume since they're having a panel, they want people to fill seats.
Of course.
And if they're not going to offer something that attracts you, well, then they're having a panel for people who aren't. That goes against the whole business model of having the whole third-party panel. It's less attractive. Who's going to want to go and watch something they've already seen for a year?
I mean, if the panel's trash, it's trash.
They should just cancel it then.
Cancel the panel?
Yeah, and just let people see it online.
I agree.
Or don't tell people like it's an hour long, and then have them sit through slide after slide of stuff they've shown for that people that's been out there for a year, and just cut to the chase of the new stuff. And then if it's a 20-minute panel, it's a 20-fucking-minute panel.
Well, I think booing at fucking Ryan and the other guy that put it on, I think that's
maybe they weren't booing them.
They're not booing them.
I get it. I know what they were booing, but the fact that those two guys were on stage and they were booing, probably makes them feel a little shit.
I don't remember them being booed though.
You got to check your feelings at the door.
They booed Make Toys.
I remember that.
Boos were for Make Toys.
I don't know anything about the booing either, but I can imagine that people did. If
I heard it on the stream.
If you go see a movie and the movie's trash, you boo the movie, but it doesn't mean you're booing. Robert. It doesn't mean that you're booing the light guy and the sound guy and the guy that worked hard on the movie. You're booing the content.
They booed Make Toys. They didn't. At the end of it all, they didn't sit there and boo, but there was a lot of grumbling and a lot of comments during the panel out when it was old shit. People were not happy about that, and I think if you're hosting the event, if it's your thing and nothing new, that should be a criteria. Listen, if you have nothing new to show, you're not going to be on the third-party panel. And they have new stuff. Many companies that showed old slides actually have new stuff that they didn't show. So you don't get on. Your name doesn't. The only reason they submitted this stuff was for advertising, so that people would hear their name and see their image. So is it a third-party panel to see what reveals are coming out, or is it an advertising panel for just to keep in mind this company exists?
So just stop doing the panel and just have shit pop up in the dealer room. Across the weekend.
Does it have to be like that?
I think that's fine too.
I think that's
one
fine.
or the other. Does it have to be one or the other? Can they just only show new stuff? And like, oh, these are the companies showing new stuff.
Well, I'm sure they submit the stuff far in advance. I'm sure that there's things that like pop up at the end, like that MMC Cosmos. Like they didn't even know until 2 weeks ago they were even going to have a prototype, from what I've heard, ready until the con. So like, I think that I think there's timing on all of it. So like, just do away with the third-party panel.
Well,
that would be fine, and then you could just see the shit in the room, and they could put it up as they want to. That would encourage the flow through the dealer room, and that would actually help the dealers.
No, that's using a hatchet when you can use a scalpel, honestly, because you could not have Scourge, you cannot have the G2 Prime, and just show the next stuff that's coming out. Or if you're talking about the stuff that's on the cusp,
what if it's
that they didn't know was going to be ready. If they knew, if the timing, the stuff that was landing, prototypes are going to be on the floor, stuff that's just being released. Like, I wouldn't mind Rick Toffin's so much because it just came out, but stuff that's months and months old, that doesn't belong there. And it was very obvious that the only reason they were on the screen was for advertising and exposure, and it was insulting. And TFCON should have their own fucking standards. But there's a lot of pressure from these companies.
I just want to jump in. A lot of the third-party panel, because it was stuff that we've all seen, like, it just felt like sales pitches, like, this is why you should care about this thing, like, but I don't, oh, these bots are really cool, like, when they were talking about, like, the X2, Titan's Return, like, Skyfire, Jetfire, whatever you want to call them. Like, they're like, oh, it's just, like, so cool. I'm like, is it? Like, I see it in the corner. It doesn't really look very cool to me, like, I don't know.
They were shouting out certain retailers.
Retailers. And that's another thing that was really quite odd to me. With the whole Chosen Prime being a sponsor thing, like, I felt like the whole thing was like, hey, check it out. And, like, some of the things, like, even sounded like they were saying it'll be exclusive to the Chosen Prime, and I'm like, I don't think that's the case, like that.
No, you're right.
The Make Toys Thunder Menace or whatever with the God Bomber armor, like that sounded like it was like you can only get that at his place, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
Well, was it on display? Where was it on display at?
It was on display.
No, we're talking about stuff that was on. Take a step back. We're talking about stuff that was being quote unquote. Revealed at the panel that was already for sale. Hold on, stuff that was already for sale on the floor. They just said, "Oh, Chosen Prime has it." Meanwhile, Agabus had it, TF Source had it, but they only named one retailer, which was really fucking like, come on now.
Well, I think Chosen Prime, if he's a sponsor, I think he paid them money. Like that's how that works. Like we put on a show.
I agree with that.
Yeah, he paid. He put money into it. That's why he got top billing. Like that's a thing. But as far as like the things in the slideshow, like that's what I meant by criteria. Like if they submitted shit for Toronto, like was a criteria if you submit it for Toronto, we're not going to use it again in America. Like that's what I'm saying. Like shit that was shown in Toronto that's now out probably was in the panel because I think they might just be taking shit, and I don't know for a fact, but. Like I'm thinking that like it was kind of loosey. It was like if you submit it for the panel, it's going to be in both, kind of thing.
I mean, I don't know, but I do feel like I mean, I wasn't in the room, so I don't know if people booed the panel or not.
Make Toys. They booed Make Toys.
I could just hear it on the stream I was listening to. I could hear
at the end. And like I feel like if you put something out there, I mean like. It's the equivalent of a dislike button. Like if you put something out there and it's not good, people will let you know it's not good. It's the cost you pay for putting something out. Like and hopefully people learn from that and say, well, let's make some changes. But like if it's not good, and people just be like, oh, they tried their best. Like that's horseshit, in my opinion. Like it's not. I don't think it's anybody saying, "Oh, Ryan doesn't work hard." Of course, Ryan works hard. Of course, the guys at TFCON work hard. It takes a tremendous amount of work to pull off a convention. Period. Like I think it's just saying that this presentation that we just sat through for an hour sucked.
Hey, Robert, my goose got so angry it bit me on the ear.
Oh shit! You should have that girl on your neck fight it.
Yeah.
That's a hot girl.
She smoked her vape, blew a cloud in his face.
That looks like Mila Kunis.
That's fine.
No, but honestly, look, I don't think it's a question of just don't have a panel. Why? Just have new stuff or stuff that's recent. That stuff that maybe due to the time, like I said before, like, hey, what are you gonna do? They put the panel together. But stuff that's old, don't fucking do it. If you're a company that has nothing new to offer within the last window from TFCON Toronto submission till now, or get off your asses. I don't give a fuck that you had a TFCON Toronto. You're throwing a TFCON Reston. I'm sorry. You did it before. You don't get the copy and paste. You don't. Taylor.
You were literally the first person that's ever said, I don't give a fuck about Toronto. There's a Reston. I think you were literally the first person
Reston
to ever say
is
that.
beautiful. And I'm sure Toronto's as well. I've never been there. But the point is, you had a TFCon Toronto. Beautiful. Good for you. You had a panel. Good for you. You know what? You're doing another one. I don't give a fuck that you had one in the past. You're doing one for me now. No excuses.
I just looked at the list, and I think the issue that the panels were, the streams I was watching, I think they were having internet issues, and I think that maybe I thought that was the end of the panel when I watched it because they were all cutting out, at least the two I watched. So maybe the booing was for Make Toys, but I thought that was the end of the panel because it cut out.
Yeah, the only time I remember booing was Make Toys. Everything else I think was mostly civil.
Yeah, so like I said, like I'm not 100% sure because I wasn't actually there. I was watching live streams, as I've said numerous times, so I could see how that could line up. So if I misinterpreted it, I apologize, but still.
You don't have nothing to apologize for. You're entitled to your opinion.
Shut the fuck up, Robert.
But it's one of those things where it's like all I heard when people coming out of there, coming back up to the table and talking about it, they were like, you didn't miss anything. It was trash. Make Toys had the only exciting reveals, and they were booed, and everyone yelled Fans Toys.
And Hail Hasbro.
I didn't hear about the Hail Hasbro.
Yeah, someone yelled Hail Hasbro. I'm not sure who.
Bobby.
I wonder.
I can't even say that the Make Toys reveals are that exciting though.
I think.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty pedestrian.
Well, because they had a bunch of newer
We're
stuff. That's
excited.
what
People liked seeing that Galvatron.
I think in comparison to the other stuff.
Yeah, I hear you.
They had the biggest reveals.
Here's my question, actually. With that down or the what do they call it, bounce back? Do you think they're going to fix the issues with the mold that people had?
Probably not.
With the fenders and the chest and that little shit, like the complaints that people had, or they're just going to straight repaint it?
Straight repaint because why would it sold pretty well, I'm sure. Why would they fix it?
I heard that
people had QC issues with it. That's why.
Well, a lot of people have QC issues with a lot of stuff, but they don't usually fix them. So.
Well, I know that, but Make Toys seems to be one of those companies that people hold in a higher esteem. That's fine.
Well, they might then. That'd be cool if they do. That'd be good.
Cody is going to show me this fix for it. Apparently, is like the fix. The fix is like it's elementary. Like it requires no tools. It requires no nothing. It's just.
I know one of the fixes anyway.
Chicken grease.
For the leg pieces that don't tab in all the way or whatever.
Oh yeah, there was a fix that involved like a sensual, like an Asian massage or something. Like they get it down there, and then like a happy ending, and then all of a sudden it's all connected.
Man, Greg, I wish you were at the ROC party with us. Holy shit, so many memories.
I don't like the way that's being shaped up at all.
So many memories we could have never had together. So drunk.
Deluxe has got to go. I do want to read these texts from Robert because I want to use one as the backdrop for this week.
What?
So
I don't even know what the fuck.
So he said, let me see. I'm just going to run through it real quick. He said, this is Monday at 6:26 p.m. When you putting up that Howling Meteor review? And I was like, haven't even started. And he said, why not? And I just said, shaking my head. And he says, what's wrong? You're not the reviewer they want. You're the reviewer they need. And then he says, high five, which is a joke about the high five thing. And then he said, fuck your dirty ass tub. And then he said, hey, you can borrow one of my collars to clean that tub.
Then I didn't respond to any of that.
Of course not.
Then yesterday he says, "Does Cody wear skinny PJs? I picture him wearing grown-up footy pajamas." And he said, "At meals, does he tap the side of his head on the plate to feed the fucking goose?" And then I said, "He's laughing." And then I said, "Cody's laughing." And then Robert said, "Sounds like baby farts, no?" And then Cody took a picture of him feeding the goose a spoonful of chocolate Cheerios.
I thought that was bacon.
Which I'm going to use as the backdrop for this week.
Oh,
And then he said, "Does Cody bring a nest to rest his head on at night?" And then he said, "If he pushes really hard, can an egg pop out of his ear?" and then he says, I'm not going to say all that because that's about something that's coming up. But he said, "It's okay. That whore on Cody's neck will console me."
Oh, God.
And then he sends a picture of Lenny's head superimposed on the TR-8R Stormtrooper. And then he says, "Are you making Cody pay his way doing dinos?"
Dinos.
And then he said, poor, funny talking man. Bobby, you should grow mutton chops, big bushy ones, so I can have something to grab onto." And I just said, and then all of a sudden he said, "Bobby mutton chop face." You know what they say, man. This is something else. And he said, let's see, what packaging? Oh, so then I said, "All your toys have been reviewed and returned safely to packaging." And he said, "What packaging? They were just in toy boxes." And I said, "That's what I'm referring to." And then he says, "Bubba." And I said, "What's up?" And he said, "I'm tired." And he said, "Did my taxes today. Only got a bubba 4 hours last night." And I said, "Rough, ain't it?" He said, "I wish I had Bunkin' Bonuts maker." And he said, and then he said, I said, "LOL." He said, "Too tired to make a whole pot." And I said, "Robert Lazy Bees."
You can't read the rest. Nope.
The rest is all
That's it. You can't read the rest.
Yep.
What about my little wisdom, a tidbit of wisdom that I thought of? No.
Why can't
you know
you
what they
read
say,
the
man?
list?
Excuse.
Yeah,
You
but
know what they
that's
say, man?
that's about the clips though, and I don't want to talk
What?
about it. I don't
wanna know why you can't
Excuses,
read the
Bill
rest.
Bridges. You know?
because a lot of it's about the music. I sent Robert some of the music video clips that I've been editing, and we've been talking back and forth about it. And I want it to be a surprise.
I wish we had those moments, Bobby. I
Robert,
wish we
producer
did.
face.
Yeah, Robert producer face.
You don't want to say the saying I thought up of today, Bobby?
What's that?
Better a slice of pizza instead of an undelivered pie.
That's true. All right, wrap it up.
Damn.
Shoutouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Bolters, Nerd Rage Radio, and Wigs.
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only.